Hello and welcome in. My name is Lila. I am your game runner and host for the first ever Summers of TTRPGs one-shot for the Portent Kast. Portent Kast is a queer and female non-binary actual play show where we'll be playing TTRPGs of all sorts. The Summer of TTRPGs project is a series of 8 one-shots run by old and new faces of TPK so that we can highlight various tabletop games and stories. One-shots will be set to release every other week starting on Tuesdays today, May 2nd. For example, today you're tuning in to the Kids on Bike one-shot based in the Green Mountain state of Vermont. But in 2 weeks, you'll be tuning into the Monster of the Week game run by our very own Star. We have a cast of 17 players and game runners to be a part of this project, and you can find today's players as well as everyone else in the description below. You can keep updated with our main story, set in my very own world of Aramel, every Saturday at 6 p.m. PST. And if you'd like to keep updated with anything we do TTRPGs, you can follow us over on Twitter at the Portent Kast. And you can watch episode clips of both our Summer of TTRPGs one-shots and A Perilous Voyage over on TikTok. And if you want to keep updated with episodes, go ahead and hit that subscription button below. But without further ado, let's get to today's cast.
Hi, I'm Leah. Pronouns are she, they. I will be playing Heidi Fleming in this lovely one-shot. You can also find me on Twitter at @thatgeekyartist. Just instead of that last T, it's going to be a 1 because I didn't get to it first. You can also find me over at Oops All Barovians on our Derek P, all on YouTube, or you can watch us every other Sunday on Twitch.
Hi, I'm Janice. Pronouns are she, her. I'll be playing Jamie Santa Cruz. And you can find me at Desidrol814 on Instagram and Desidrol on Twitch.
Hi, I'm Mo, pronouns she, her. I'll be playing Jet, and you can find me on TikTok. You can follow my link tree. It's Dungeon Master Mo, or you can find me at the Deep Dark Truth podcast on all forms of social media.
Hi, I'm Helen. Pronouns are she, her. I will be playing Leslie. Just Leslie. And I'm on TPK. You can find me if you want to.
Hi, I'm Ezra. My pronouns are he, a, and I will be playing Liam Hart. You can find me at Not Always Ezra on Twitter and TikTok and on Twitch, though I don't stream right now.
Hi, I'm Ren, and I go by she, they. I am going to be playing Sheila Dunn. You can find me on Twitter at 2yearmoonlight, and I am also a guest player on the Double D20s. I think they're also on Twitter as well.
Hi, I'm Star. My pronouns are she, her, and I will be playing Veronica, or Ronnie for short. You can find me on any platform with Starred Cyan, Twitter, TikTok, and Twitch. And you should also check out this channel called the Portent Kast. I've heard they've done some really cool things, and I'm on there pretty regularly.
Alrighty, and without further ado, let's sink into this week's episode, or this week's one-shot, The Creature of the Shadowfall Summer Camp. Summer of 1976. All across America, many firsts occurred. The first miles of the Washington Metro subway system opened. NASA unveiled the first ever space shuttle. Barbara Jordan is the first African American to keynote a political convention, and the first $2 bill was issued. But despite these very large advancements in United States history, many of the first of 8 Vermont teenagers were halted short by a massacre at Shadowfall Summer Camp, an hour south of the Canadian border. This massacre left many young adults just about to head into their adult lives traumatized or dead. This massacre went down in Vermont history as a very bloody and horrific event, and today we will tell the tale of that massacre. It's the last week in May, and the camp counselors are beginning to arrive at the Shadowfell Summer Camp to set up and finalize any last-minute preparations before the campers arrive in 1 week's time. The camp is run in the summer's month by Elijah and Teresa Spencer and their daughter Mary. Shadow Falls Camp opened in 1962 when Elijah and Teresa had moved to Northern Vermont. Camp is set up a few miles south of Willoughby Lake and a mile east of the Shadow Waterfalls, a beautiful set of cascading waterfalls that fall into a large opening into the ceiling of a cave with a large swimming pond. But this tale of the massacre of Shadow Falls Summer Camp begins on a dirt road just off of Route 5 as a mustard yellow Volkswagen van is driving under the thick evergreens as the afternoon sun shines through the pine needles. The upbeat melody of You're So Vain wisping out of the rolled down window and a hand painted with pale yellow nail polish moving with the warm spring air as its owner sings along to the song. If I could please have Star describe their character.
I don't like the word massacre being used so much. That was uncomfortable for everybody. Veronica is 18 years old, red hair pulled back with a little blue velvet headband. She's wearing like a heartline neck yellow tank top with little frills, shorts, and some sandals, covered in freckles, and she's kind of so they probably think this song is about you. Like just going out the window like that.
As you sing, Veronica, you can hear the drummer hum along to the song, his finger being against the wheel in tandem with the beat. He seems focused on the road, but as soon as you turn your head to look at him, you see him tilt his head towards you, smiling wide. And if I could please have Ezra describe his character.
I'm sorry, that was so cute. So Liam is just a guy like about like 5'10", I think I said. He has very fluffy like brown hair that goes down to almost his shoulders. One of his eyes is brown, the other is blue, and he is like covered in freckles. And he's just wearing a button down, a brown leather jacket, and yeah, just tapping along. And when he smiles at Veronica, it's with so much love. He adores her.
And sitting in the back seat, not paying much mind to the couple in the front too, is a girl, probably spinning the wheels of her skateboard in boredom. If I could please have Ren describe your character.
Okay, so Sheila has this kind of like wavy ginger hair. It goes all the way to her shoulders. She had a little bit of a skating accident a few days prior, so she kind of has a band-aid over her nose. And she has this red jacket along with just a regular t-shirt. And the biggest thing that the biggest focus of like her life at this point is skating and her skateboard. So she's always checking and making sure all the wheels are working properly and that it is looking pristine, which is also what she's doing right now as she's just looking out the window and just spinning the wheels.
Alrighty. You guys are about 5 to 7 minutes away from the entrance gate of the Summer Falls camp. Is there anything you guys would like to do?
I think I've got my hand on whatever the gear shift or the stick shift is, so that he has to put his hand on mine to hold on to it. And we're being all cute, and I'm just going over and I'm just like, hee hee. And every time I'm loudly and kind of obnoxiously singing as I'm just like doing, like feeling the wind against my hand.
As like you're like singing really loudly, I turn the music up a little bit. She can never annoy him. So he's just like really happy to just like hear her sing and just be with her.
Okay.
When he turns the music up, I sing louder too.
Just to match, yeah.
Just to match, yeah. I'm just like, you will hear me. And I'm just like, we make eye contact and it's like, haha, you're so
You sing along to the various songs on the No Secrets album. And as you guys are continuing along, Veronica, as you kind of look away from Liam's gaze and look back towards the road, you see something about 50 feet in front of the van, kind of lying towards the middle of the road. It looks to be small and brown, but there's enough space for the van to get by. What do you do?
Does it look enough like a dead animal, basically?
You would
Or-
assume so.
Okay. I reach up and pat him on the shoulder. And gesture over. He's like, "You see that?"
And you look and you see something in the road in front of you.
Yeah, and then as he is driving, it's gonna try to like go around it.
Okay, yeah. Easy enough to do. The road is wide enough for you to do so. You go around. You continue the last leg of this drive, and you begin to see the entrance sign that reads, "Welcome to Camp Shadow Falls." The gate is wide open. Liam, as you drive under the sign, you begin to see the main cabin and the parking lot where a figure is awaiting your arrival. There are 3 other vehicles in the lot. The Spencers, Morris Marina, a new burnt orange Hillman Hunter, and the older beat-up bus that the Spencers use to pick up campers when their parents cannot drop them off. You pull into the spot next to the blue marina and turn your engine off as the figure approaches you. You recognize his figure as Teresa Spencer, one of the camp owners. She's about 5'8", tan skin, and pinned straight black hair, and she approaches with a smile. "Liam, Veronica, I'm happy you guys are here. How was the drive?"
It
I
was.
mean,
oh,
I would like. I hope they think it was good. I don't.
Oh,
You
hi,
think I'm a
Sheila.
bad driver?
No, you're a wonderful driver.
Okay, so it was good.
There's a dead animal on the road on the way here, though.
Oh, I'll have Elijah take a look later tonight. Yeah, let's get you guys settled in for the first day. Mary is down by the batting cages with Leslie. Heidi is showing our newest camp counselor around. And Mr. Spencer, Elijah's collecting wood for the bonfire for the first night.
Does he need any help with that or anything? Or do you need help with anything at all?
Maybe a bit later you could go find him and help out, but let's get you guys settled in, get you settled into your cabins. And you'll be sharing with the new camp counselor this year, Jamie.
All right.
Yeah, she kind of helps you guys get whatever bags and things that you guys have, and you guys begin heading towards the camp counselor cabins, which are kind of in between the campers' cabins and the main cabin. And we move from the 4 figures making their way to the counselor cabins to settle in for the day, and over to the activity cabins on the western edge of the camp. You can hear the cicadas ringing out over the trees as a softer voice explains what each cabin is made for, what it holds inside for each camper. This figure keeps to the front of the other, but is noticeably reserved. If I could please have Leah describe their character.
Hi. Heidi is kind of like a shyer, kind of quieter looking girl. Has like some moles and freckles kind of spattered about because I spend a decent amount of time outside. She's got kind of poofy, like frizzy brown hair that's kind of, she brushes it, but that's not going to help a whole lot. So it's kind of poofed out, a little longer than the chin length. She's got like one of those like fishing like button-up shirts, like like it's a button-up shirt, but it's like meant for outdoors. But then she's also got a sweater vest on top of it, for no discernible reason, other than she probably thinks it looks cool. And she's probably got like this old like faded army green backpack that's got holes worn into it. She's probably had it since like middle school. But yeah, so she's just kind of walking around, kind of pointing out different cabins to talk about them and hoping that the other person's listening.
As you finish explaining what each activity cabin is for, about to lead Jamie, the new camp counselor, over to the Shallows treehouse, a treehouse that many camp counselors believe is haunted. You can see Jamie is kind of playing a tune in their head, almost playing it on their fingertips like a guitar. If I could please have Janice describe their character.
Jamie is like 5'4", pretty short. He's a short king. Long, frizzy, curly, thick hair that is parted down the middle. Definitely like brushed through the curls, so it's like that poofiness, like Hermione Granger first movie. He's wearing a leather jacket that he painted on, and he like painted on like just some cool like skulls and like fire. He's wearing ripped jeans, but he didn't buy them ripped; they're just old. And a band T-shirt of "Pick Your Poison." That's all he wears, and that's all he owns. So.
Yes, the band. Pick Your Poison.
Yes, my favorite band. Yeah, it's probably like a Led Zeppelin kind of just T-shirt. Maybe it has holes or stains, and work boots.
Yeah, you guys are kind of walking towards this kind of old, kind of gnarly looking oak tree that kind of stands out against the other evergreens here. But you can see up, like about 30 feet up, there looks to be a like homemade built tree house in it. Yeah, there's like a rope ladder leading up.
Ooh. So, about the treehouse, like, some say it's haunted.
That's what my brother.
Like, I don't know if you care about like that stuff, but like, this is probably haunted.
Do you believe in?
I mean, it'd be kind of dumb not to believe in like ghosts and stuff.
Yeah, totally.
But this one, they say that like a small child haunts the treehouse, because the kid like disappeared in the camp when it was like only been open for like 5 years, and it's like haunted the house ever since, like whispering in your ears. People feel like they get pushed if they're like too close to the edge of the treehouse. So it's kind of cool. Some say actually that like the monster Shadow Falls camp took the kid, and then like the kid's soul was trapped in the treehouse that he built.
Yeah, my brothers told me about this. They said it was La Llorona. She took him.
Oh.
You know who that is? You know who La Llorona is?
Yes, but you tell me.
Well,
it's like I know about that stuff, but like you tell me.
Yeah, I'll explain it to you like you don't know. How's that?
Yeah, sure, cool, yeah.
This whole time, Jamie is just fingering like those what is it? Saint Mary, like the beads.
Oh,
a rosary.
Rosary, yeah.
I almost said rosemary, and I'm like, that's a plant.
That's what I wanted to say. He's just kind of like going through like the beads that his mom definitely like gave to him before he left. And he's not like big on religion, but he's just like, yeah, no, my brothers told me about this place. I don't mess with ghosts or ghost children or monsters that take children or turn children into ghosts. I don't do that. I'm not going through it. I don't do. Is it hot? Are you sweating? Because I'm sweating.
I mean,
should we be here alone?
It's kind of hot. It's like a summer camp, but
that's not what I meant.
I feel like you're sweating a little too much.
I'm wearing a leather jacket. It's so hot.
I mean, I'm wearing a sweater vest, but I mean, like the arms are free.
Yeah. I get it. No, I definitely believe in all of this ghost stuff. And my brothers only scared me more before coming here.
Oh yeah, I've got like a couple older siblings, and they like to scare me, but also I know more about like the hauntings and stuff than they do, so they can't really scare me with that stuff. It's mostly just jumping out.
Oh.
No, they just think they don't believe in this kind of stuff.
That's how you get killed.
Real quick, my eye is bugging me. Oh my god.
This is peak roleplay.
Sorry, hold on. Oh my god.
Are you crying?
No, my eye is
sorry
dying.
if I scared you with the ghost stuff. Do you want to hold the rosary?
No, it's my allergies, man.
Oh, I get
Hold on, one sec. It kind of ruffles like through the backpack and actually pulls out allergy meds.
I pull out a dirty tissue from my pocket with this. Does this help you?
No, no. It's
okay.
It's so groovy, man. We got it. And just like pops some allergy pills, and like looks at the inhaler and is like, "Nah, I'm okay."
Sure.
And kind of shoves everything back in the backpack. Sorry. Pollen.
Yeah.
and stuff gets kind of
Get you
bad.
Yeah. my
Especially
oldest brother.
by the treehouse. But
What is-
we could
how
probably
would you
go
feel?
in the treehouse and see if
I'm okay.
anything's in there.
I'm actually fine.
Really? Is
Should
this
we? No,
treehouse?
I don't have protection on me. Like, not. Oh no, not like that.
Whoa!
I don't have like a knife. How do you kill ghosts?
Not with a knife.
Listen. Maybe we should.
I think your rosary is supposed to do something, but
Do you have a rosary?
no, I'm not Catholic.
Me neither. But if it's gonna help, yeah.
I think you just gotta be careful. Plus, like, the sun's out. It's not like
Ghosts
anything's
don't come
really gonna
out during
happen.
the sun. I know. Yeah.
As you're saying that, you just feel like this cold breeze against you guys.
I do a full 180.
I mean, wait, no, we're not done with the tour though.
Okay. I'll continue going, but maybe you stand in front. I'm not a wuss, I promise.
Do you want to hold my hand or something? Or like I kind of hands like the one of the straps, that hang off of like the backpack. Like if you want to hold on to this, you can.
Just like defeated, I take the string. And I just hold
Cool. I'll keep the like folklore to a minimum then for the rest of the tour.
Okay, yeah, I appreciate that.
I'm kind of like interested in that stuff. I think it's pretty groovy, pretty. But no, if you're not into it, that's okay.
No, if you want to tell me, then tell me. Just, I'm running the first thing I hear.
So you don't want to hear about the monster Shadow Falls?
So I know what I know.
Mm-hmm.
From my brothers. Do you know something that I don't know?
Do I know something? Hey DM, do I know something?
Yeah. Most that you would know. It's a lot of like mystery stories from like the kids. They think that there's werewolves or vampires. There's stories of a human-faced calf that runs around.
Interesting.
Yeah. But yeah, you guys continue to walk around the shallow treehouse as the sound of bat making contact echoes out in the forest around you. Heidi, you would know that the batting cages are pretty close by, and Leslie's probably there practicing her form before everyone else gets here. You guys continue around the main camp locations, and you can see 4 figures beginning to make their way towards the counselor's cabin. But you end your tour, and we move from the outside of the Crater Pavilion over to the batting cages, where you can see 2 figures. One is in a batting stance, and the other is throwing large yellow softballs towards the batter. The figure sitting on the bucket of balls and tossing them towards the other looks to be about 5'7", and a spitting image of Teresa Spencer, though her hair is braided back behind her. The other figure tenses the grip on their bat as a softball makes contact, or the softball makes its way to the sweet spot, and they extend their form, making contact with the ball when you hear a loud crack as the bat makes contact. And if I could have Helen describe their character.
Leslie is like 5'6". She has short, dark brown hair that is blunt bang, blunt bob, but she keeps it tucked behind her ears, and it's very like sleek, like down. And honey brown eyes, and she's covered in freckles, and she's wearing like black fitted capris and a little like sage green cropped polo shirt. And hanging over one of the benches nearby probably is like a teal and white Letterman jacket. And yeah, she might be captain of the softball team back home, and so she needs to make sure that people know she's talented as they're coming in.
Yes. You continue to chat with Mary, continuing practicing your form. But about 5-10 minutes later, you hear a brief whistle behind you. You turn around, you see a very familiar face leaned against the pole that holds the mesh up around you. This figure smirks and just taps the pocket of their jean shirt as you continue in your stance. If I could please have Mo describe character.
Jet is wearing some ripped jeans and an actual Led Zeppelin shirt, like not maybe, like that's what it is. And a leather jacket. She has her hair up in like kind of a messy bun that isn't fashionable. Like she flipped over her head and she put her hair up because it's hot. She is kind of like watching and people watching as people filter into camp, kind of figuring out who that's new, seems like they might be good to approach or kind of like let in on one of her secrets. And yeah.
What do you do as you spot a very familiar friend, Jet, to you, Leslie?
I think I'm kind of deciding, are there other people around that she's talking to or that are playing the batting cages?
The only other person with Leslie right now is Mary, which is the camp owner's daughter.
We're not talking in front of Mary. So I think that there's some eye contact happening that's basically like, when you lose her, catch up with me.
Noticing Jet across the way, Leslie is gonna like do a big ol' stretch and just kind of like toss the bat to the side and be like, all right, I'm done with this for today.
Okay. I can clean up for you if you want to go talk with Jet.
Are you sure? You don't mind?
It's fine.
Don't let anyone tell you you're not cool, Mary.
Thank you.
And she'll jog off.
You jog off as Mary begins picking up the scattering of softballs and putting them back into the bucket, putting all of everything back into the batting shed. But you jog off to meet up with Jet.
How was your summer? So far, I mean.
I was gonna say, you're asking like it's been... like it's over already. We're just getting started.
I haven't seen you in a while.
Yeah, the season was kind of busy. School took over, you know. What have you been up to?
Trying to find some new customers.
Any luck yet?
It's kind of, it's hard to feel out on day one, but some returning customers always.
Well, I know it's not necessarily the stuff you usually are in the market for, but I've got a giant bottle of booze back in the cabin in my bag. So, you know, if you want to party later.
100%.
Hell yeah.
Who else is invited? This soiree.
I'm not entirely sure yet. We'll have to see who all is here already.
You trust her? Like, listen, I think you should be friends with whoever you want to be friends with, and she seems perfectly nice. I'm just worried she finds out some things, she narcs, I'm gone. Out of a job.
I get it. And don't worry. She's nice enough. She's fine.
High praise.
I mean, from me, that's not terrible.
Fair enough.
I haven't decided yet if she strikes me as wanting to rebel against her parents, and therefore Leslie just gestures at Jet. Or if she's kind of attached at the hip. So
Well, when you do find out.
Oh, don't
let me
worry.
know.
I'll be sending her your way if she seems like she's cool.
Good.
Yeah.
Okay. You all eventually settle into camp, finding your cabins and setting up for the next 2.5 months here. Dusk swiftly comes as you all gather in the main cabin where the Spencers host the counselor dinner before the campers actually begin to arrive. They present you all with a large meal with plenty of dishes for everyone's tastes. You sit around the table enjoying the meal with Elijah, Teresa's husband, as he clears his throat, awaiting the conversations to calm down before he begins. I just want to thank you all for showing up again, helping out where we need. This dinner, as always, is our way of showing our appreciation for everything you guys do to keep the camp running. But we just want to highlight a few of our counselors before kicking it into high gear for last-minute prep before campers begin to arrive late next week. First, if you haven't already met, Jamie is our newest counselor, but he does have a legacy here in his brothers Billy and Danny Santa Cruz, which most of you know from last year. He kind of raises a glass to toast the new counselor before moving on to the next part of his speech. And I'll shut up and allow you all to eat after this, but to Veronica, who is leaving us after this year to pursue higher education. We are beyond proud of you, darling. He smiles sweetly before Teresa speaks up. We really are, dear. We've seen you grow from a young girl to the very strong and smart young woman in all of your years here with us. We can't wait to hear about your future in Berkeley. She claps as she finishes the last words, and you can hear the rest of the table slowly pick up the clap before you all settle and finish your plates before helping with cleaning up. If there's any conversations you guys would like to have over dinner, you are free to do that now.
Sheila,
Yeah. Oh no, go ahead.
Okay. So Sheila goes over to Jet. She kind of looks around to see if there's anyone before sitting down next to Jet. So, did you bring any goods?
What's your poison?
Maybe a few joints, just to loosen the edge.
I can meet you back behind your cabin. Give me a little bit. It's first day, first week, last week, always very busy. But I just want to keep an eye out, make sure nobody's looking around.
Mm-hmm.
What cabin number are you in?
Oh shit, what cabin number am I in?
You're in cabin number 3.
Ah,
Arbitrary number.
Cabin number 3. Yeah.
As soon as it's dark, meet me behind the cabin.
Sounds good. And then as soon as she, as quickly as she came in, she leaves.
I'm just going to continue sitting in the same spot because I assume that eventually this is how the first day goes. I find various spots, I pick a spot, I sit there, I twiddle my thumbs. I don't go to people.
Yes.
It will come to me.
Ezra, you had something.
Liam's gonna lean over toward Veronica and he's like, I didn't realize you were going to Berkeley. That's amazing.
Yeah. 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 Totally just not looking at him, just freaking out.
Well, I'm up for working out long distance if you are. But that can wait until after camp.
You're okay with it, really?
I'm a little bit upset that you didn't tell me. I fully thought you were going to Cornell with me. But it's very clear that he's trying to pick his words as he's going. And it's I love you and I don't want to hold you back from anything that you want to do. Okay?
Wow. honestly not how I saw this conversation going. Thank you. You're way too sweet for me. I give him a kiss.
No, I kiss her back, and then I'm just like, I love you.
I also love you too.
Liam would not notice anything off with that and just goes back to eating like he's done his job.
Veronica's still having a panic attack.
So yeah, you guys all eventually finish dinner, help clean up, and eventually head to bed. Each of you who wants to have meet Jet on the back of your cabins is free to do so, but you head to bed, and the next morning comes too quickly for most of you, but promptly at 6 a.m. you can hear Mary and Veronica on everyone's doors knocking to wake you up for the day's work. You all help clean up camp, get the camper cabins ready, and about midday you can see Mr. Spencer and Jet are actually next to the old bus, kind of working on the engine, when you hear him exclaim, kind of out of the, like, forest area, "God damn it! I'm gonna have to get good parts for this," and he kind of, Jet, you see him throw a small wrench into the dirt parking lot, kind of far off. And as you're kind of helping look and try to figure out what's going on with this engine here, you can see that many of the wires have looked to be chewed through, and you can probably assume pack rats are the likely culprit.
I think I'm gonna obviously bring it to his attention, like all of the different things that I'm seeing. You probably should put the bus in a shed, something.
Yeah. Probably be a good idea for next year.
All you need is for this to happen to a brake line.
Yeah, it's gonna be bad. If you want to just check out the engine, I'll go get the wrench and I'll go talk with Teresa, see about getting us out of here before kids arrive. He collects the tool he threw across the lot, and calms himself. You know, it's actually an okay thing. Got this early enough. Teresa needs a few things anyways before campers arrive, so it won't be totally super wasted trip. Kind of smiles before trying to conceal all of his frustration.
Am I seeing anything else that seems wrong with the engine other than just the cut wires? Like, I want to get under it. I'm rolling under it.
Mm-hmm. I will ask you to make a brains check for me.
First roll.
First roll. My brains.
First roll.
I believe it is a
this
D6.
was the bad one earlier when I was warming.
We believe in you.
She cute.
Okay. You do also notice a loot. I don't know engines that well, but you do notice that part of the brake line looks to be almost beginning to have been chewed through, but isn't completely chewed through.
I'm gonna go ahead and bring it to his attention. We need replacements on these brake lines too. Look. And I'm just gonna kind of direct him again to the damage. And this is what we can see now.
Yeah. Okay, yeah. I'll go make a list, see what I can go get. You just keep checking it out until me and Teresa leave, and if there's anything else you find, just let us know.
Roger that.
He eventually wanders off to go find his wife, and a few more hours pass before they're ready to head out and pick up some last-minute things. Jet, you don't find anything else wrong with the engine there. But most of you are gathered by their blue car as they're about to drive. Teresa speaks up as Elijah turns over the engine. We'll see you guys most likely in the morning. Mary, I'd like you and Veronica to keep an eye out. Oh, and make sure to lock the gate behind us, dear. Mary kind of nods and slowly begins walking towards the gate so that she can lock it once they leave the dirt lot. And they begin to drive out. Teresa waves at all of you as they begin to drive off, leaving all the counselors alone for a night. As you watch them speed through the gate, Mary locking it up behind them, and as she walks by, she just pulls open her leather jacket and just pulls up a flask and then puts it back in and then nods and just kind of begins walking towards her cabin. What do the rest of you guys do?
Without any adult supervision, Heidi is preparing an excursion into the woods.
Okay.
Probably, or just to the maybe just to the treehouse, but just like no one can stop me.
Okay, so
I'm
we
gonna
know
find
who
the
dies
ghosts.
first.
And maybe knife fight the ghosts. Apparently,
Either dies first or the only survivor. The only options I'm looking at here.
Heidi is the final girl.
Yeah. Like the first one.
We'll see. We'll see.
She's our Sydney Prescott.
Oh boy. What's the likelihood Heidi could have snuck a Ouija board in?
Oh, you could have in your bag. You could have taken one in like your duffel bag that has all your clothes and stuff.
Not the Luigi
I almost,
board.
while we were setting up, asked for a Polaroid camera, but I was like, I don't know if she actually would have brought a Polaroid camera.
I have a Polaroid camera.
You have seen Liam
Fantastic.
taking Polaroids every so often.
No.
Anytime either of them get a camera out, I am trying to pose in front of it. Even if they just pull it out across the yard, I run over to get in front of it and pose.
Liam has so many
knowing that one, Jamie seems to be not interested in ghosts, but seeing Liam has a camera is probably gonna go up and like, hey, so I saw you have a camera. Yeah. Could I borrow that for like tonight?
Yeah.
Cool.
You know how to
cool.
use it?
I mean, it's a camera.
Well, the curiosity. What are you using it for?
Pictures. You're gonna laugh.
I won't laugh.
I'm gonna go into the treehouse and get pictures of the ghost kid.
Okay. Don't get killed.
I mean, if you want to come.
Okay, I'll go with you.
Cool. How do you feel about Ouija boards?
Sure. I haven't tried one before.
Awesome.
Why
awesome.
not? Summer is about having fun.
Far out, yeah. So just, because I know the Spencers don't really, vibe with that kind of thing. So I was just gonna, chill in the treehouse and see if I could get some pictures of the ghost kid.
I mean, I'm down to go.
Awesome. Do you know anyone else do you think any of the counselors would like to go? Because I also don't want them to make fun of me for it.
The thing is, there's like people that I think would want to go, but they would also make fun of you.
Yeah.
Can I do some kind of check to see if I see this and hear this conversation?
I'll say you're close enough. If you want to eavesdrop, you can eavesdrop.
I think I'm gonna eavesdrop.
Okay. You overhear like the latter part of this conversation.
Just the part about people making fun of me.
Can I just walk up and be like, who's making fun of you? It's only been a day.
Well, I mean, a lot of there have been like counselors before, so like, I mean, it's not like a huge place. Remember the tree I showed you earlier that you didn't want to go in?
Yes. The devil's
We're gonna go in it with a Ouija board.
Oh.
Gonna try to talk to the little
by
kid.
yourself?
No, Liam's gonna come. It's gonna bring his camera, so we can get pictures of the ghost kid.
Hey, Liam. Do you believe in ghosts?
I mean, yeah, I used to live in a crib that my parents thought was haunted, or like were told it was haunted. I don't remember if I saw anything, but they really they were really helpful in me. Like, it kind of wanted me for some reason to believe in ghosts.
Well, I mean, the supernatural is all around us. You just gotta look for the signs.
Yeah.
I think I've got like a notebook full of stuff. Because there's like, honestly, it's weird that Vermont's got like a lot of folklore, mostly hauntings, and some really weird,
I think
like the monster of Shadow Falls. Some think it's like a calf with like a person face.
How many people die in Vermont?
that's the devil.
Make a brains check. Someone make a brains check.
As soon as she says that, Sheila just comes in with the skateboard. It's like, what the
That's the devil.
What? No, not you. You're not the devil.
Am I?
No, sorry.
I didn't mean to call you the devil. I was calling the calf a devil. It's one of the heads.
It's
The human head, not the regular
It's
calf.
okay, it's fine.
No.
Okay, good.
You're not a calf.
And
You're
apparently,
a person.
the calf with the human face steals children and puts them in tree houses.
That's very
Alright.
specific.
It's just a story about the treehouse.
Okay.
There's other ghosts. I'm sure. I'm sure.
I think we're both equally into the paranormal, but for very different reasons. I was taught to fear it with every fiber of my being, and you're going into the treehouse with a Ouija board. So, I have my knowledge on how to protect us. I'll bring some salt. I'll have a flashlight. I don't know what else. Do we have any
I've got
iron?
a flashlight. No, I've got an inhaler.
That might work, because if one of us
will?
goes, if one of us stops breathing, I guess.
I've got band-aids. Not for the breathing.
This
That was more of just a bad
this is a
timing.
This is a fail-safe plan. I think we should go in.
Yeah.
Definitely.
We're gonna live.
I've got bug spray.
Oh, I also have bug spray.
I have a
Fantastic.
lighter.
Awesome.
Oh,
Ruby.
same.
I have. Great.
All right, Kirby, let's go.
All right, far out. Let's go.
Okay.
Just see the random counselors
Who's-
going to the tree.
Who's all going to the treehouse?
Yeah, let's go.
Okay, so the four of you are going to the treehouse.
Before we go, I'm gonna go over. I'm gonna go over to Veronica, and I'm like, Ronnie, we're gonna go over to the treehouse. We'll be right back, and then leave immediately.
What?
You see Liam run off with a group of counselors, and you are left with Jet and Leslie here.
What are those idiots doing?
I've learned
I
it's
think
better not
it's-
to ask.
Yeah, I think as soon as it was clear, we started letting anybody else hanging around just know we're clear, which makes this the absolute best time for chaos. And so I have went back to my cabin. I've restocked everything. I'm ready to party.
Okay.
Know that we're on a time crunch. I know that they're coming back. And I'm like, I understand why this is all happening, but it's not it. It's not it for me. We're on a time crunch. We could do this when they're here. They don't care. They don't care about this. Us doing this.
Okay, so you're getting ready to party. Four of you are going over to the shallow treehouse, and what is Leslie and Veronica doing?
Leslie will look up. Leslie's been eyeing Ronnie a bit all day so far. And as they're like not quite alone, but Jet knows everything anyway.
Jet went back to her cabin. I
there
think.
is a slight intentional of like, I'm not dealing with this. I'm not dealing with this. I'm too sober for any of this. Time to
Valid.
get started.
So
I'll be back.
valid.
Meet you back here in 20 minutes.
Yeah. So Leslie will look over at Veronica and just be like, "Hey, Sunshine."
long do you think they'll be going?
You'll need to be a bit more specific with who you mean.
The haunted treehouse.
I give it a couple hours at least. Depends how long it takes them to get spooked.
You want to go make out?
You know I do, babe.
Okay, let's go.
Where
Just
do
cut
you
the
guys
sunshine
go?
as I was walking away, and I was like, just don't listen and walk. Just
I waited until you were out of the. I want to make it clear. Veronica does not know that you know. I don't know. Do you want to go make out behind? Let's find a place to make out real quick. Where's the treehouse?
The treehouse is
going.
Oh, I see. Shallow's treehouse. You want to go behind the main cabin?
Yeah, let's go.
Go to
okay.
an attic or something.
Okay, you guys go to the attic in the main cabin to go make
in
out.
summer. It's so hot.
Yeah.
In a temperature way, not in the other way.
It's also hot that way.
The rest of you guys are going over to the shallow treehouse. Yeah, you guys approach it rather quickly. There's 4 of you there. Might fit 3 of you.
As we're walking, I'm like, okay, so my brothers have a bet. You see, they think that I won't last one day here, so I've already beaten that. I need to see how far I can get, or because if I come back in like a week or like tomorrow, they'll kick my ass.
Oh, so when you said last, you meant like if you go home.
Yeah.
I thought you meant like dead.
Oh, or that.
Which I was like, why would that happen?
They thought, so sorry, they thought that I was gonna wimp out before I get a chance to die.
Before you get a chance
Let's
to die?
not die.
Yeah, they basically just told
What do
me
you mean?
They said I will die. They were like, Jaime, you're gonna die. And I was like, what? And they're like, you're just gonna die. You don't have what it takes to survive the camp.
Okay.
And I thought they meant the kids. And then they told me about La Llorona, and here we are in a haunted treehouse with Ouija board.
We all sometime.
We can go back if you'd like.
No, I'm already
Like,
in
I
this.
can just give Heidi my. Okay.
I'm already in this. I start climbing whatever the tree.
So the treehouse is, meant for like little kids. So it's
Yeah.
kind of small. So we probably need like one person to be a lookout. It's not gonna be me because I need to be in there
Yeah.
communing with the spirits.
I
I'll
can
do
give
it.
you my camera and I. Okay.
Oh. Yeah. I just kind of came out here to smoke in private anyway, so.
Oh, okay. Yeah, no.
No,
Like,
no, wait.
okay.
Where'd you get that joint?
Oh, so Jet?
Yeah.
She
Just
has
read
a
out.
she has a stash. She got the goods.
Is it good stuff?
We'll see.
All right, let me know if it's good stuff, and then I'll buy from her.
Gotcha.
Okay. You say that climbing up the rope ladder to the
I'm like, let me know
treehouse.
if it's good drugs. Let me know.
What?
Just go, shoo.
But you all 3 of you, Liam, Leah, or not Leah, Heidi, and Jamie, all make your way up into the treehouse. Heidi begins setting out the Ouija board, and Liam, you have your camera ready.
And then I got like a flashlight stuck out because we don't have any candles.
I also have a flashlight.
So I just stick them
I
like on the
also have a
end,
flashlight.
like
The
stay,
sun's
like, straight
barely
up.
even setting over the mountains right now. It's so bright out.
It's
I'll
fine.
need a lighter.
It makes ambiance.
Ambiance.
I don't think we have the candles for the lighter, but thank you. We've got flashlights.
I got flashlights.
Yeah, all 3 of you turn on your flashlights.
Woo.
Okay. Yeah, and you can begin your seance.
Wait, seance.
What
What do you think
this
happens with
is?
the Ouija board?
Oh god, this is exactly
Okay,
what
so
Danny was telling me about.
Everybody, or wait, Liam, do you want to be part of the seance or just like off of the corner with the camera?
Wherever you want to put me, I'll be there.
I mean, you can grab the camera and just take a picture if we. It's fine. Everybody, you put your hands on the planchette. I read this in a magazine. It was like in the back of the magazine.
I have the rosary beads wrapped around my whole hand, and I put my hand on top of it.
I feel like that's going to interfere somehow, but you know, if that's what makes you comfortable.
It's for my own protection. My mom would want it this way.
Cool. Awesome. Far out. Okay. You put like a couple fingers on the planchette, and nobody moves it. It moves itself. The ghost moves it. Oh, spirit of the treehouse, small child is thee. We wish to speak with you. Come, commune with us. What is your name?
I'd like you to make a charm check, please.
Fantastic. Because that is my best stat. That was a lie. It is my worst.
Charm that ghost.
That's a 1.
It's not charmed.
The ghost is not charmed.
The
You guys
ghost goes, "Wah!" and kills you.
you guys all put your y'all put 2 fingers on the planchette, and you guys listen to Heidi as she says these words, asking the spirit to commune with you. And you guys wait. 1 minute passes. 2 minutes pass. Before the planchette begins moving to R, U, N. And all of your flashlights shut off.
That was very clear directions. That was very clear directions.
I don't know. That feels like kind of like a weird name.
Adios.
Going up there.
Wait, no, take a picture. That was evidence. You gotta take a picture when that happens. No, give me the camera.
I'm fumbling with my flashlight to take. I accidentally.
Oh, come
like, break it.
on.
I'm like, oh god, oh god, oh god.
I put my fingers back on the planchette. Just me.
Okay.
It's like, what are we running from?
We have to.
No.
We can't stop it unless we close the session. We have to go back to what we were doing, or else we're gonna get haunted.
We have to say goodbye.
Fingers on the planchette.
How did you die?
That wasn't the question we heard.
Goodbye.
You immediately the planchette begins moving, and it says the creature.
The creature.
Goodbye. Goodbye.
No, you have to continue. No, stop.
No.
We have to know what we're running from.
Goodbye.
What is the
While
creature?
this is happening,
I need a shana.
I'm just at the base of the treehouse. I have no idea any of this is happening. Just smoking. I'm just like.
Oh, you just came over to like smoke with Ren. It's like, what's going on up there?
In the name of the Father and the Son and the Holy, just like praying.
I'm just like waiting for an opportunity to like
Crossing, put your hand back on the planchette.
situation work.
Okay,
Bye.
I'm trying to find a ghost.
Meanwhile, in the attic.
Leslie takes out her
Typical-
camera and starts taking pictures.
Oh,
Wait, you gotta take pictures while we're doing the seance.
We end it now.
I'm full shaking. I'm like, yeah, Liam, you gotta take it while we're doing the seance.
I am taking pictures. Can we stop the seance, please?
Okay.
it moves to the word no. It moves to the word no.
No, what?
It said no.
Oh my god, we're gonna die.
Oh my god, my brothers were so right about this.
Sheila turns to Jen. It's like, I think they're having fun. They sound like they're having fun.
Should
No,
we
we're
mess
getting
with them just
traumatized.
like a little bit? Because I don't know. I feel like it's getting boring down here. We all can't fit up there. I'm feeling left
True.
out, which makes me sad a little bit.
Let's shake the tree.
Shake the tree.
If you are here and you do not mean us harm, give us a sign.
And the tree immediately begins shaking.
I think it means us harm. I think it means us harm.
Oh my god. Oh, you think so now? You think so now?
It's spelled R-U-N again.
Kids play pranks.
Not like this.
Rule number 1 about ghosts is that ghosts usually pretend to be little kids so they can eat you. That is rule number 1.
I don't think that's rule number 1. You know, I know about this stuff. You know, I read up on it, and I'm pretty sure that's not rule number 1.
Oh my god. Is anyone else
What?
seeing stars or is it just me?
Jamie.
Please do not
it's
pass
in the
out.
flash.
You begin hearing that. You feel this cold breeze go against your neck.
Me.
Oh no.
La Rona.
I full run out.
Oh God!
You run out and you're like
jump out a
tumbling.
window.
I run, I get like halfway off the ladder and jump off the ladder.
Oh my
Okay,
god.
I would like you to make a just a flight check for me.
Flight.
For literal flying.
Oh my god, I love this. Okay. Is this it?
What is happening?
That is a 2.
Okay. You twist your ankle on the way down.
Oh god dang it.
And then you
Hey.
see
How's it going?
Sheila and Jet
going
are
on?
kind of just around the tree, smoking.
Want this?
Hey, you look like you need a joint.
Uh-huh.
Chill. Just chill.
Yeah, let's go.
Worked up. I don't know why.
Yeah.
It's weird.
Oh god. It said my name. It told us to run. And then they said to run after the first question. We asked 4 more questions, I think. I blacked out.
Heidi said to run?
Radical.
Huh?
Said to run. Heidi said to run?
No, the board. The board. What we
Inanimate object.
No.
Board.
A Ouija board. We were connecting with the ghost.
Cool.
You don't believe in ghosts.
I think you have already had too much of this. I'm just gonna like take that back.
No. Don't, I haven't. It was just placed. You were here when it was placed in my hand.
I was. I think somebody else got to you first. I think I got some competition.
No.
It's okay.
we. Okay. I'll try again tomorrow, I guess.
Just from like out the window. Jamie, are you dead?
Not yet.
Oh,
Okay,
cool.
we're good.
Awesome. Here, let's go ahead and close out the session since Jamie's not dead.
Okay,
Goodbye.
bye.
Okay.
I'm just gonna pass
Bye.
an extra joint to Sheila and be like, for your silence.
I'm right here.
In the house. In
Thank
the
you.
house.
Starts
The
wiggling
house.
down the. Oh, Jet? What are you doing here?
Hanging out. Everyone seems to be somewhere. Except for me. I came to sit and keep Sheila company.
Hey.
Oh yeah. So we just communed with the ghost in the treehouse.
Can I look at my pictures and see if I caught anything other than just wildly flailing the camera around?
Yeah. So you wait as like all of them like develop, and on one picture you do see like it's a picture of Heidi, and right behind Heidi there just looks to be like a figure, like a shadowed figure.
Well, cool.
Ruby!
Any
You have-
defining features of that
Nope.
figure? Like
You have-
size?
Probably
shape?
probably about like anywhere from like 4.5 feet to like 5.
It's grimace.
Child size.
So possibly child-sized.
Possibly child size. Or Jamie's shadow. He is short.
Yeah. Short king.
I got a picture of Jaime as you run out the door.
Just you have one really clear picture of me like
You know what? That's a keeper. That one right there, a keeper.
Welcome to camp!
Oh, Heidi's gonna notice Jamie's like messed up his ankle. Be like, oh, I don't have anything. I've got band-aids and I've got like allergy meds. That's kind of all I got.
I can walk you back to the cabin.
it's you know what, I'll walk it off.
You literally cannot.
I'll
That's
walk.
the point.
I'll walk. The
Okay.
shame that I felt in the last 10 minutes. Let me walk.
I do have a bandana that is like tied around my boot, like Bender Breakfast Club style. So I will take off that bandana and kind of gesture Jamie to his ankle because I feel guilty. Like it was all fun, but then he got hurt, and I'm not going to tell him myself yet, but I don't like that, the whole picture thing, so now I feel extra bad, so I'm just going to be like, tie it real tight.
Oh, thanks. I wipe my sweat with it first, and then I tie it.
You can keep that.
I was gonna wash it. I'm not a monster. Like the one that tried to kill me.
It didn't try to kill you. It tried to kill all of us.
Okay. Like the one that tried to kill us.
Eventually, you guys all make your way back up to the cabin. After about an hour or so at the treehouse, the sun has begun to set. The sky is...
I'm holding the string on Heidi's backpack.
Okay. The sun is beginning to set. The sky is a very beautiful array of orange and pinks and purples. But what do you guys do as the sun begins to set, as you are unsupervised at camp?
I am building up bonfire.
I've gone to see Mary.
Okay. You find Mary in her cabin. She's kind of just hanging out outside of it. Hi.
Hi, Mary.
Hi. What's up?
Oh, you know, a bunch of idiots went to go to the ghost cabin, or the...
Yeah, I heard their
Treehouse.
screams earlier.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure Jet
Anyway.
went around to mess with them.
That would make sense. Yeah, so I think we're throwing a bonfire or something? I don't know what's going on right now.
I think we should go up to Shadow Falls. More secluded in case, my parents come back.
That is true. You do have alcohol, and many of them have drugs.
Yeah.
I think a couple of them have a whole weed on them.
Oh, yeah, for sure. I could
So-
smell it off of Leslie, like, the minute she
Yeah,
came
definitely.
into camp.
I thought it was a skunk at first, but then she explained that no, that is just what drugs smell like.
Yeah.
So, yeah, that's probably a good idea. We should go to Shadow Falls.
Yeah, and maybe not stink up right in front of the main cabin.
Yeah, I'll go tell people, I guess, and about the drugs too.
Okay.
Okay. Guys, if you want to do your drugs, you have to do it over there.
You guys all hear call out from the cabins.
There she is. Pikachu is definitely about to go look for her.
Did someone say drugs?
Leslie
Yeah.
will just open her backpack and pull out like a massive thing of liquor, just like
Holy crap.
I put my hand on her hand and slowly push it back down as his bag. Not until we get there.
I'm just letting them know I got the goods. And then she'll also pull out she'll reach down and grab out a handful, and you just see a handful of Pez dispensers. Like all the goods.
I whisper and turn away and go, she's got the goods all right. And then I go to tell other people that we're moving to Shadow Falls.
Okay.
Zip.
So you guys all collect yourselves, drugs, alcohol, Pez dispensers in hand, and begin the quarter or 3/4 mile hike up to Shadow Falls, where that all of those waterfalls cascade down into the cave with the swimming pond. Yeah, you guys head up there, and by the time you get there, it's getting dark. Probably need your flashlights out, but you guys eventually arrive at Shadow Falls. It is a mountainous hike, so some of you are out of breath. But you guys arrive, and it's very beautiful. You can see the moonlight is glistening off of the falls as they cascade down into this large hole that you can see opens up into that huge kind of swimming pond. And almost with the moonlight, it almost looks kind of like a deep purple.
Pretty.
On the entire walk up, I was giving facts about flora and fauna. Liam's heard them 1,000 times.
Liam was still like fully listening to you. And it's just like, what's that plant?
She's like,
Okay, what's that plant?
That's more poison ivy. Okay, Liam, stand over here. I feel like you pointed out poison ivy 3 times, and I'm like, no. Oh, that's an actual. No, that's also poison ivy, just with a flower on it. Let's keep going.
Okay.
Heidi was like actively taking notes in the journal they keep, and then they would also pipe up with like facts about random folklore around Shadow Falls.
There's even a point where Heidi mentions a story about the ghosts of the blockhouse, which is kind of like in central Vermont. Stories have been told of ghosts watering the plants, overfilling them, cooking breakfast, all sorts of weird household chores for the guests who stay in the house.
Breakfast.
I want a ghost.
Well, I think they do it more as like just like a personal gesture. I don't think you can really count on it happening all the time.
Well, I mean, ghosts don't really exist, so it's not like
Immediate, just like turning his head so quick.
Well, I have news for you. We talked to a ghost already tonight.
you talk to a guy.
No, a ghost.
He said my name.
That almost killed Jaime.
It almost killed me.
Yeah, it said it was killed by the creature, and I'm assuming they mean the monster of Shadow Falls.
Either that or it said to run from the creature.
They told us.
Well, it said the creature after I asked how they died,
True.
and then it said the creature.
How
Like to
high
figure
are
out at
you?
this point.
Oh, I don't do that. You guys can do. I don't do that.
No, I also don't do that, but I'm
I have
not convinced
asthma.
that you don't.
I have asthma. And that pulls out like my inhaler.
Oh,
I can't.
That doesn't stop you
Puts it back.
from calling out the booze again.
I mean, it just kind of tastes nasty.
That's fair. Would you like a pet
But like you
dispenser?
guys, oh, pet dispenser.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll take that. Thank you.
It's a little ghost.
That's far out. That's all right.
I mean, it's a pretty freaky deaky story, but I don't really, don't really vibe with it.
It did tell us to run like right after the first question.
The most obvious ghost Frank of all time.
Well, I don't think either unless Liam was pranking us, I don't think Jamie would have done it, or Jaime. Jamie?
Yeah, Jaime is just like Spanish. Jamie is the same thing.
Spanish version of Jamie.
Which do you want me to say?
Hey, just say whatever. Do you speak Spanish?
No.
And don't use the Spanish version.
Okay.
Yeah.
Veronica's just over here, like, getting all the gnats and bugs that are trying
There's
to
a
get
literal
her.
gnat in my apartment right now. There's a gnat in my apartment I'm actually getting.
I've got bug spray. If you need,
I also have bug spray.
And I have a lighter.
We've got
be
bug
violent
spray.
With it. No, I'm kidding.
Yeah,
bug spray can also work as mace.
yeah. I
Burn it.
Nothing.
I'm wearing sunscreen because my skin is delicate, but I didn't put any bug spray on. Someone spray me.
Well, you got to be careful because, like, if you have sensitive skin and you put sunscreen and bug spray on, you could get like a rash.
I don't want a rash. Okay, I'll choose.
I am speaking from personal experience.
I imagine. I will choose my skin. Wait. Okay, someone just
You'll
stand
choose
around
your
me and
skin?
spray bugs. I'll choose my skin to be tanned rather than I burn so easily. Anyway, let's continue this
Stop
up.
you from getting.
Heidi's just putting on.
Well, because I don't want a
Bug spray.
rash.
I mean, I don't know how sensitive your skin is. It couldn't be totally like fine.
Okay, what if we do it like when you're like you spray a little bit of it and see if a rash goes there, and then we'll do all of it later.
Doesn't
Okay.
a rash take a little
Yeah,
bit
sure.
more?
I'm gonna grab some of my stash off of Leslie because that is the only reason that Leslie would be smelling like weed is if she was doing me a solid and grabbing some stuff from the cabin. So I'm going to I have like little hidey holes up here.
Hidey
Like,
hole?
A hidey hole.
Yeah,
Right.
little hidey holes. Like I have one by the caves, and I have one close to camp, and I have one like behind my cabin, so that at any given time, if someone were to like search my bag for some reason in my cabin, that they wouldn't find much. or if someone were to try and take everything I have, they wouldn't find much. So since it's the first, second night of but our first party night at camp, I have a little hole that I've dug, and I'm just gonna put a little extra things in there, just a single bottle of booze, and just a couple little things. Yeah, just cover her up and walk away.
Like buried treasure.
Exactly.
Buried booze.
Yar.
But you all arrive at the Shadow Waterfalls here. You can feel the mist kind of coming off as the water cascades down, and you are free to party. But yes.
All right, let's boogie.
Yes. You boogie. People getting drunk, people getting high, whatever have you.
Crossfaded.
Yes, crossfaded. Yeah. Eventually you guys kind of build up a fire, and kind of just sit around it after you guys have partied for a while. What do you guys do now?
So after a little bit, Liam is gonna pull Ronnie aside, probably behind a tree, fairly close, and it's gonna be I have something for you, actually. I just want to give it to you before I forget.
Okay.
He reaches into his pocket and then pulls out a cassette tape and gives it to you.
Oh.
There's little tape and it's labeled Ronnie plus Liam.
That's so cute.
I was gonna get it to you after camp, but since you're going away to Berkeley, I figured I can give it to you now.
Yeah, I'll listen to it later when we, have a cassette player.
Yeah, definitely. I just know for a fact I was gonna forget about it at some point and then probably lose it, and I didn't want to do that.
I have something for you too, and I pulled out my bag, and then I'm looking, and you can tell she's looking really hard, and I don't think Liam can figure this out, but she's like, I do not have something for this man, and she's just like, okay, and she pulls out a bright pink scrunchie, and is like, my favorite scrunchie to keep on your wrist, so when you look at it, you will think of me.
Awesome, groovy. Thanks, and puts it on. He's like, that's really sweet of you.
I kiss him.
I kiss her back, and I'm like, I love you.
Yeah.
And everybody else, are you guys right by everyone else? Are we all clocking this whole thing?
We're at a tree behind, but still kind of close, talking quietly, but it won't be that hard to eavesdrop.
He definitely saw us go that way.
Yeah, I would say anyone who wants to listen in can definitely listen in.
You know I'm listening in.
Yeah, you hear all of it.
I don't think I care enough to seek it out. It's just if it's right in my hearing range,
we're just being very loud behind
you. Leslie, hard. But if I can't really hear it, it's effort, no effort, zero.
You hear some of it whenever, Liam or Veronica exclaims, but for the most part, the waterfalls are too loud.
I just want to make sure I caught this right. Liam said, I love you, and Veronica said, yeah.
Yeah.
So, Star, I sent you the playlist for it.
You sent me a playlist? Really?
And they're all date accurate, so it's all songs that were released on or before 1976.
I have to send you a scrunchie now? I will do it. Oh my god, you made a playlist called Ronnie and Liam!
Yep.
I'm gonna cry! Okay, listen, Ronnie and Star have very different reactions to what's happening. This would kill me. Hold on, I've got it in the background now.
Alrighty. What do the rest of you guys do as you guys kind of settled down, kind of just chatting amongst yourselves?
Oh, Leslie's not Leslie. Sheila's completely Sheila's completely crossfaded at this point. She's just vibing.
Whenever Liam and Veronica kind of come back to the group, Leslie is gonna sit right in the middle of them and put her arms on both of their shoulders and just be like, "You jiving yet?"
Hi, Leslie. Hey.
What is that? What? Are we jiving?
Are
Are you enjoying yourself?
Yeah, it's fun.
Yes.
Having fun?
Mm-hmm.
You know, the thing you're supposed to do at a party.
I don't know. I honestly spent a lot of this time arguing with Heidi about ghosts and monsters.
I did.
Although it was a
hear
really
some of
fun
that.
debate. It's gonna really help me when I end up going to Berkeley for molecular biology and environmental studies double major with a sociology minor.
For me.
Mary at this point excuses herself to go into the woods and help herself not feel awful.
Okay,
Is she going
Does
to?
she
What
have
does that mean?
Does she have a flashlight?
Yeah, she has a flashlight. She's like, she's going in the woods to not, to, you know, like, throw up the drinks she's had
Yep.
because she's a
Yep.
lightweight.
Oh, I thought you meant emotionally awful.
No.
I'm like, what happened?
I thought so too, and I was like,
I had a moment that I was like, oh, we've been drinking in the woods.
Yeah, I was trying to give those who have a thing with that, you know, a warning before I actually said it.
Thank you. I appreciate you.
if Mary gets alcohol poisoning, do we think that her parents are just gonna like fire all of us? Like, should we be concerned about that? Should
It'll
we...
be fine.
It'll pass.
Could Heidi
get that
follow
from me,
Mary?
so.
Yeah, you can.
Buddy system.
Just like because you know, like the monster of Shadow Falls is like out there. You
Yeah.
don't want
The
There to
monster
be-
again.
you know, buddy
There's nothing
system.
out there.
No, I
You don't know that.
Yes, I do.
Don't went out there.
even if there's not like a monster of Shadow Falls, there's bears.
That's
Okay, I will grant you
worse.
there are bears. Good one, Scooby Doo.
Hey,
First, cool.
Hey, there's nothing wrong with Scooby Doo.
No, I love Scooby Doo.
Was Scooby Doo around in the 70s?
1969. I googled it.
yeah.
I was gonna say, I'm pretty sure it started in the 60s.
Yeah,
There we go.
Daphne is my idol. Veronica. But I do love Daphne.
Velma.
I'm Velma. I'm. Is Jet Shaggy?
That is Shaggy, 100%.
Oh, no.
If she gets Shaggy, then
Liam is Fred.
Sheila is fucking Scooby.
Liam is wait. Does that make this?
How does that make sense? I think I've pulled out the snacks. I am disconnecting in a way. I have cozied up next to Sheila, who is gone. I am not gone. I have just watched this Three's Company interaction, and I just know it's gonna be like this all summer, and I'm just preparing myself mentally for that.
To watch your friend make a bunch of terrible decisions.
Yeah, so I think I am
Aw.
just
I'm the terrible decision. I love that for us.
I think
Side note:
when
this
Liam
playlist is
comes
kicking
back,
my ass.
Okay.
I like feel bad, but I also don't think I can help it. I think Liam comes back and I'll be like, oh, nothing says I love you like a scrunchie. You know what I mean? Like, I just
No thoughts in his head. He's just like, she loves me, it's fine.
Ooh.
You're right. You're right.
Yikes.
Need some ice for that burn?
He doesn't even know he has a bird.
He doesn't
Well,
know.
not-
It's not super malicious. It's the kind of snarkiness that like you intrusive thoughts say
Yeah.
when you were thinking it, and then you're like, oh, I'm a little too high. It's time to back up. It's time to back up a little bit. Have some snacks, drink some water.
Leslie will pull out from her bag. There's like one of those gallon Ziploc bags of homemade cookies, and she'll pass one to Jet and just be like, "You need something in your stomach, dude."
Bless you.
And no, these do not also have weed in them. My grandma made them.
Sheila
We
was
don't know
going
what
to
your
ask
grandma's
for one,
into.
but then like slowly puts her hand down.
You can have one
think
too.
Leslie's
Oh,
grandma consistently
okay.
makes these cookies and sends Leslie off with them. So I am pumped. I'm like, these are grandma's cookies. I'm so excited. These are going to be gone by the end of the week, and we won't see them again until next summer.
Mm-hmm. And you know that they're like the best fucking cookies.
I break one in half with my mouth and feed the other half to Liam. I look over at Leslie
Like,
while I do
how?
it, just for the fun of it.
How did it taste so delicious, but also like old people? Like, how is it the same? Do you know what I mean? It tastes delicious, but also
No.
like old people.
Honey.
Tastes like Leslie's grandma.
I don't have any old people.
Ouch.
I mean, grandparents. I don't
Wait.
have any old people.
Mmm, grandma.
Heidi, are you still following Mary?
Yes.
Okay.
I'll even like
Okay.
jog to keep up if I need to.
Okay. She kind of ran, like booked it so that she didn't make a mess in the immediate area. But you kind of begin jogging. Oh. Okay. Begin jogging. And you do hear like rustling in the leaves, and you kind of begin heading that way because you assume that's where she went. And then all of everyone who is super faded and talking about grandma's cookies, you all hear a distant scream, and that's where we're gonna take our break.
Oh! Can't wait to find out who screamed.
And welcome back. We pick up as most of the group is still by the falls, but Heidi has gone to chase after Mary when Heidi hears a scream relatively close, like within the next 30 feet around her. But yeah, you hear that scream. What do you do?
Well, I probably think it's gonna be the monster getting Mary, so I'm gonna go see if I can see the monster.
Okay.
Not to help Mary.
Selma,
See the
Selma.
monster.
No, wait, brains is my highest stat, so I feel like I probably wouldn't.
Okay. So what do you do?
Oh god, I'm gonna pause and go, Mary?
You wait and you don't hear any response.
Oh shit. And just run back.
Okay, you run back, and as you do, you kind of hear rustling behind you in like one of the bushes, but you just continue running until you're
Can I glance back?
Yeah, go ahead and glance back. Just make a flight check to see how quick
you
you
die?
can perceive this as you're flying.
We're not sure who screamed, so I'm going to assume that some of us are probably getting up.
I don't think any of us heard it.
Yeah, you guys, everyone at the falls heard it.
Yeah.
It was just very
Oh.
distant.
Okay, that's a 3.
Okay, you just see the leaves rustling. You don't really see anything that's there.
Okay, cool. Far out, man. Yeah.
But about about a minute after
so
you guys
rad.
hear the distant scream, you see Heidi booking it through the forest, and like as soon as she comes into view of you guys, she's like down on her knees, like heaving.
I'm immediately.
Do I have to
like,
take a
"Are you
hit from my
okay?"
inhaler?
I would say you would need to take a hit from your inhaler from that.
Cool. How many hits do I have on my inhaler?
It's
inhaler.
just an inhaler. I don't
Okay, cool.
care.
I just Mary,
Are you okay?
Mary,
Where's my-
monster,
where's my-
Mary.
Fuck. Shit.
There's the monster?
No,
Liam,
Mary
run up.
got.
Liam,
Mary
run
got-
up to see if we can find Mary.
Oh.
Maybe.
What are you? No,
I
Liam,
ran.
Liam,
You guys hear
no.
another distant
He's
scream.
Oh go. We need to go find Mary. I just couldn't do it alone.
Oh my god.
Okay,
Can't be out here.
I'm frail.
If we hear a woman crying, it may not be Mary, okay? It may be La Llorona, and then we have to run. Okay?
Sure.
Let's go.
I pull out my bear spray.
I pull up my bug spray.
I have went to like mowing down on my cookie to like stone cold sober. Like I have just the weed has suddenly left my body.
You've been exercised.
You've
Yes,
been
I've been
scared into
exercised.
sobriety.
Sheila has been too gone that like not all of it goes away, but she's somewhat sentient.
Somewhat sentient.
Oh.
I have a higher tolerance than Sheila. And I think I also am used to having to at least pretend to be sober very frequently to make myself sober.
What did Liam do? I'm sorry.
As soon as Heidi was like, Mary, we have to find Mary, he Took a flashlight, booked it.
Okay, Liam's booked it. He's probably about a minute ahead of you guys. But Liam, as you're looking, I'd like you to make a just a brains check.
Oh no.
Oh, so Liam gets to make the brains check.
You are in current flight.
I'm a himbo.
Remember to take adversity tokens when you fail.
Oh, yeah,
Got a
shit.
7.
Did I fail?
I
You
think that
didn't see anything, but I'm not sure what's considered a
It
failure.
wasn't a fail. I think the only person who has failed is whoever
Me.
rolled the first one. Yeah. Jamie and then Heidi have one. And then anyone who has the easygoing trait, you get 2. Just so you guys know.
Oh, hell.
But yeah, you're running. That would be considered a success. But you're running, Liam, and you move your flashlight over, and you see kind of up in a tree, actually, kind of on a lower branch. You see a white Converse covered in blood.
Was Mary wearing white Converse
Yes.
by chance? I'm gonna keep going down that path.
Okay, you keep going down that path.
Calling out her name.
You're calling out her name. You see like on one of like the trees, you see a smear of blood. You never get a response, by the way.
Oh, fuck.
What are the rest of you guys doing as you guys hear Liam just throughout the forest yelling Mary?
I think I run after him. I have a multi-tool, so I have the flashlight and like the little knife and the multi-tool, and I'm just like running.
Can I
Okay,
grab onto the back of people's shirts to stop them? Or
you can try.
I would like to try.
Okay, who are you trying to stop? Who's all running?
Anyone who tries to run out of this group.
Heidi would probably try to run after Liam
Yeah,
because they came back to get help.
Okay, I would like contested bronze checks from all of
Oh, great.
yeah.
I am good to follow. It's just if you're running away from the group. Like, we're following as a group, but if you're running away from the group is the thing I'm grabbing. Braun? Okay.
It's not bad.
Let me roll too.
God damn it.
I got a 5.
I got a 3.
I got 16.
Oh, damn.
Oh, okay.
Jamie's fucking gone.
I think I am panicking as people are leaving and people are trying to grab, and I think I'm just like, body system! Like, just yell.
Yeah, you yell that. Veronica, you grab onto the back of Heidi's shirt, but Jamie gets out of your grasp as you go out. And Jamie, you're booking it. You can see the flashlight kind of like 100 feet in front of you of Liam, and you can kind of see it moving kind of sporadically as he's running. And you can follow his voice.
Yeah, I think I'm also yelling Liam. I think Mary's dead, so I'm like, Liam, not 2. We can't have 2.
You eventually come across the hanging Converse that's battered with blood.
Just
You see the smear on the tree. Liam, you've seen like one more smear, and then after that, you don't see anything else.
After not seeing anything else, he's just gonna stop and like look back and see Jaime, and is like,
You look back, and Jaime's like just right there.
"Are you good?"
Did you see the blood?
Yeah.
See the blood?
Yep. Did you see the shoe?
I saw the shoe.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Let's. Okay. Let's. get back
You hear
together.
rustling around you.
Ah! Immediately flashlight.
I'm holding.
The 2 Latino kids are gonna get murked.
Oh my god, we put the 2 colored kids in the forest together. Oh my god. Oh, we're dead. Oh, we're so dead. Oh, we're so dead. Oh no. Oh my god, Heidi, I swear. I'm giving myself I'm like, sana kolita de rana shino sana. I'm just trying to make myself feel better.
So you guys are just there, just trying to perceive?
I think we're just trying to perceive.
Okay, I'd like you both to make brains checks.
I have a deep.
So do I. I got a 3. Oh no.
You should have let me run in there.
I also got a 3.
Well, I thought us already
You guys both see like a figure running through the bush. And then it's gone.
Do we follow it? Do we follow it?
Yeah.
What are the rest of you guys doing?
I'm going that way with everyone as a group, as the buddy
Come on.
system.
I think as soon as they ran off, once Heidi could breathe again, it was like, all right, everybody stay calm. Out anything that you can hit something with. I'm gonna take my pocket knife out of my backpack and put it in my boot so it's more easily accessible. Flashlights up, everybody. And we're gonna do what they're doing in a much smarter way.
Okay. And then are
Now we
you
gotta
guys
go
following the
ourselves.
figure you guys saw? Or are you guys staying where you're at?
Are we going?
Yeah, we're going.
Okay, you guys begin running off. You got the five of you all eventually run across the same shoe, the same tree print. Are you guys yelling anything as you guys are chasing after that figure?
I think we're yelling like, Jamie, Liam.
Yeah. Jamie!
Still trying to call out to Mary.
Okay.
Jamie, are
Leslie
you
is
dead
being
this time?
surprisingly quiet.
Yeah.
Okay. You guys eventually get to the point where there's like you can see where there looks to be like kind of the forest floor, like any of the leaves and pine needles that have fallen are kind of like dispersed. And then you kind of see a flashlight kind of far off into the forest. You guys are following. I'd like you to make just a grit check for me.
Oh.
Us? Oh shit.
No, not you guys. I want Liam and
thank God.
Jamie.
Oh, we're good.
Oh, us. Okay.
Get a grit.
That's a 10.
Got an 11.
Yeah, you guys are able to kind of keep pace with each other. You do kind of begin to feel that kind of like out of breathness. I mean, Liam, you're fine. You run all the time. You're a lacrosse player. But yeah, you guys continue following, and you just hear the rustling around you. Just all of a sudden, it's like no longer in front of you.
Oh. Fuck.
Oh, we messed up.
Liam is gonna like stay close.
I need
to
both of you to
Jaime.
make. I need both of you to make fight checks for me.
Ah!
Oh, okay.
Threats.
Ah! 4.
What did you say?
4.
Okay.
You said
I'm gonna
5.
die.
Yes, a fight check.
A 5.
I die.
The
Okay.
last thing that ever happened with my boyfriend was he said I love you and I said
As you go to reach out for Jamie, you feel yourself being pulled into the forest,
Wait,
and then Jamie, you're left alone.
who's left alone?
Jamie, you are left alone. Liam was pulled into the forest.
No.
Die?
Can I try to grab them as they get pulled away from me?
Nope.
No. Oh my god. Oh no.
The rest of you guys are
Okay.
following. You guys hear a yelp from one of the boys. What are you guys doing?
running
And
fucking
he's-
faster,
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm using my
Also
little
direct-
keeping my eyes open.
You guys can see the light. It's getting closer as you guys run. Liam, I need another grit check from you.
I believe in you.
I believe in you.
Then was that a fail for my fight check?
Yes.
I'm also like checking to make sure the remaining like 5 of us that
Okay.
all 5 of
I'm-
us constantly are here and that no one's like falling behind as
Okay,
we run.
I'm gonna use my adversity token, so I am going to. I think. Yeah, so that's a 5.
Okay. Okay. I'll message you.
No. Oh, no.
This feels very
At
not
least he
okay.
At least he doesn't get to know that Veronica was cheating on him.
That's right.
He died thinking that she was in love with him.
Yeah, that's gonna weigh on her forever, or at least for the next 10 minutes before she
Oh.
dies.
Okay. The rest of you guys. You guys are running. You eventually find. What is Jaime doing in this instance?
He is trying to figure out where Liam went and just going, they have Liam, like screaming and just in a circle, just going around in a circle. Like he was just here. I don't know where he went, which direction.
Okay.
I'm now
You guys
lost.
come across Jamie, and they're just like going in a circle. They have Liam. I don't know where he went. Kind of. Yeah.
What the hell are you talking about?
It's something tried to grab me and then but grabbed him.
And you let it grab him?
I couldn't stop it. I tried. I did not want him to be taken from me.
What did
Yeah,
it
just
feel
run it to
like?
What?
What did it feel like? What do you mean it? Like a monster or like
couldn't
a
see
person?
it. I couldn't see
I'm looking
it.
around to see if I can see anything with
Make
my
a brains
flashlight.
check.
Haha, my
Also,
15.
You just see a few broken branches in the trees.
In the trees? Like
Yeah.
up?
Like in the trees. And you
This
look
is a
up,
bad trip.
and there's a drop of blood drops onto your forehead.
I put the flashlight up to see what it is.
No.
You look up at a branch, and it looks like it's covered in blood, but there's no body.
Are we gonna have to start climbing trees?
No one's climbing trees.
Can I?
Oh, what if the
opposite
monster's
what we
up
should
there?
do.
Can I
For that.
Can I see which way? With that, do I see which way he was dragged at all? Like, do I see broken anything? Does he- Like,
As
what
you
else
kind
is-
of look through the trees, a majority of it, like there looks to be broken branches, but looks to be kind of all around you guys.
Are we like
We gotta get out of the
familiar with
woods.
this area of the woods?
You would be, yeah.
Would I be too, since I've been here for a while?
Yeah.
and,
Okay.
and
Oh, yeah, same. Then. Kind of
I'm
forced to be here.
lost.
yeah, I mean, I spend time in the woods.
Okay. What are you guys doing?
Okay. Okay. So people need to head back to camp. You need to get back to the camp and stay safe and call for help if you can. I'm going after Liam. That's it.
We
No, you're
can't
not.
split up. We can't.
Not alone.
Go by
Just saying.
yourself.
We are not splitting
No.
up.
So you're gonna die too? Like,
No, we're doing the buddy system. Someone's gonna come with me.
I'll go. I feel awful because he went.
I feel like-
with me.
I feel like the buddy system didn't work.
Yeah, Liam.
Yeah, we were so close. We were literally holding on to each other, very frightened, and he was ripped out of my arms.
Okay, well, we need someone to call for help, and we need someone to go after Liam.
Do we split like even or like?
You
We
guys
can
hear a
split even,
distant
it's
scream.
fine.
Okay.
I'm going toward that scream. Does it sound like Liam? I've heard my boyfriend scream probably before. Does that sound like him? I mean, because he's probably afraid of spiders. Okay,
Oh, well, that's not as fun.
you can imagine the other thing if you want.
It sounds like a scream. You can't discern whether or not it's female or male.
Jamie, the story that you told, can the thing mimic voices?
Mimic voice? I never heard of them mimicking voices, just snatching children.
Okay. Everyone try to look like an adult. Who's coming with me to get Liam?
Try to look like an adult.
I mean,
I know the woods, and I know the monster, so I should probably go.
I'm not letting you go into the woods without being there. So
It's so dark. How are you going to see anything? How will you even know if you do see something? What if you have
We have
What if you go in
flashlights.
circles?
Yeah, we have flashlights.
Flashlights and
Okay, we have to go. I'm going. I'm gone. I'm doing the thing that Liam just did that got himself killed. I'm starting to walk.
Yeah, I've the same
Oh,
thing.
but you grabbed me when I tried to run.
Yeah,
walking
because we have
after.
to make a decision. Someone come with me. Someone go that way.
I'm going with Veronica.
I
Okay.
can't let Ronnie go alone, even though this is my nightmare.
Who's going with Veronica? Okay. You four. Are Sheila and Jet going with, or are you guys going to call for help?
Jesus, that's 2 and 4. That's a
Yeah, that's what I'm
split.
I feel like that's what we just argued against.
Yeah, I think someone
Was
should
the buddy
go
system
with
didn't
them.
work?
Okay, I feel like it's my boyfriend. I have to go.
Also, she's probably a little still high, and
yeah,
we need a little
The
bit
two
more
high people.
supervision. I've
God.
sobered up some.
I'll
She's
go.
being pushed around with her skateboard, like a little wheelie, like a little cart at this point. I don't think.
Yeah.
I'll go with you guys. I just feel so bad.
Okay.
Leslie, do you have your walkie?
Yeah.
Fine. Don't do anything stupid.
I will call you before doing anything stupid.
It wasn't. I won't do anything stupid. On. And I am going to start walking back to camp, leaving them against my very best judgment.
Okay. You do know at camp that there is a singular phone that's in the main cabin, and then there's also the radio tower, but you have no experience with radios, so. But yeah, Sheila, Jet, and Jamie are going back to camp. The other three are going to go off and find Liam. I will stick with the Liam group first, and we'll move over. The three of you, Veronica leading the charge, what are you guys doing?
Okay, we all have. I think whoever's behind me should have a hand on my shirt, and then have a hand on their shirt, so that we can always tell someone's here. I'm gonna have a flashlight in one hand and a bear spray in the other hand, and then I'll look forward, and then someone else look from side to side and behind.
Okay. I'll look side to side.
I'll look behind.
And I feel like, should we yell? I'm thinking no.
No.
No yelling. Okay, we're silently looking.
Look, if you want to yell, you can. Leslie will not.
No, I'm dealing with the fact that Mary just died.
Okay.
As far as I'm aware.
You guys are.
I mean, we don't know.
You continue.
I don't know if Mary died because we're still hearing screams, and I heard Mary scream a couple times, I think.
Great. Okay, what are the odds that this is a bear?
Not high.
Not very high. Bears aren't that fast. I don't think.
I don't know.
They're fast, but not that fast.
Okay. Okay.
Okay. You guys continue marching into the woods. I'll just make a brain checks for me to perceive.
Totally my strong.
Are you kidding me?
Shock.
My first brains check, and it's a 1.
Okay. Take an adversity token.
At least you get a adversity token.
I got an 8. I got my eyes out for my boy.
I got 5.
Okay. I gotta look at. Okay. The only one to really see anything, keep an eye out, is Leslie. You're kind of looking out behind you, and you do kind of notice that there's you see another shoe drop, another white Converse. As you guys are like 15 minutes out from where you guys were.
I point my flashlight up where the shoe came from.
You point it up, and then there's a body in the trees.
Is it Mary?
You do see a black braid hanging.
Oh my god.
Oh. Do I see anything with the 18, or do I take an adversity token or anything?
Oh, you said 18? I thought you said 8. Okay.
No, 18.
Then you would hear it drop behind you, look back, look up, and also see the body.
Okay.
Leslie screams.
So Mary is dead.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
You guys hear rustling in the bushes around you.
I look. I have my bear spray prepped.
I have my softball in my hand, and I am ready to throw it.
Can I use my intuitive to spend an adversity token to ask a question about the environment?
Yes.
My surroundings? Cool. Is there a way to get out of this encircling threat without getting yanked?
Let me look at that real quick. So you're just looking for a way out?
The best way out.
Okay, you're looking for the
like
best
if there's
way
like
out.
a gap in the rustling.
Okay, yeah, you do immediately kind of like, if you guys go kind of northeast, you do kind of see where the kind of mountain goes over towards where Willoughby Lake is. That is your clearest route.
This way, and I like grab both of them and just book it.
Okay, we're gonna go over to the other three. What are you guys doing as you guys are marching over that way, towards camp?
I think I am trying to establish a like decently quick pace, but one that won't exhaust us long term. Like no running through the woods. I feel like that would make too much noise, and also if we have to really run, I don't want us to be at a point where it's like exhausting. I'm also checking in, just like on Sheila. I wasn't expecting this kind of night, or I wouldn't be giving anyone drugs, let alone myself. And so I'm kind of in babysitting mode, kind of in my cool under pressure emergency mode right now. And I'm just trying to make my way to that telephone, make my way to that cabin.
Okay. You guys are about 15 minutes from where you guys diverge from the other three, and you hear a scream. A very, very distinct female scream.
Oh my god.
What direction is it coming from?
About the direction that they were heading.
Do we turn around? Do we turn around or do we keep going?
Have to keep going. We have to keep going because they're hurt and they could need help. And we can't worry about what's happening right now. We just have to get to the phone. We have to get to the phone.
Did I hear
think
something about you having a walkie-talkie?
Honestly. And so I'm going to reach my backpack. I'm going to grab a walkie-talkie that me and Leslie both have. They don't reach a super long distance because it is 1976 and they just didn't reach a super long distance. Like typically we would use them at camp, like around the camp, but I am going to try.
Okay.
I'm
What do you
just
say?
going to click it and say, it's happening.
Okay.
How far are we from, like, getting to where we're going?
You guys are probably about halfway at this point. You guys can see where the main cabin is. You do remember there being, like, a light on in, like, the lower thing. There is no longer a light on in the house. But you click it. Leslie, you hear, kind of through a bunch of static. What's going on? What's happening?
Body in a tree. Mary's dead. Over.
And you kind of hear body, tree, Mary's dead between the static.
Do I hear the over? Oh my god.
No.
That's funny.
So that's screaming as in Mary.
Halfway there. You find Liam?
You hear a majority of it.
Okay. Not yet. Still trying.
You hear through more static and kind of like heavy breaths because you are running at this point.
I think I'm just gonna focus on getting to that phone before somebody else screaming.
Okay. You guys continue down. At this point, you're probably it's another 15-20 minutes. You guys hit the activity cabins. What's everyone's brain die? Like, what do they use for that die?
Brains D4.
D4.
Okay, Jet, you see like kind of like in between the like the cabins, you see like a smear of blood.
Who else like would still be hanging around aside from us and Mary? Like, is there anyone like a janitor or like somebody like that that isn't?
Most everyone would kind of come throughout the week, but no one else has arrived besides the camp counselors and the camp owners.
Is it Liam?
I think I'm just gonna shine the flashlight on it just to like make sure everybody else sees it, and then just be like, eyes up.
Hila's kind of sobering up at this point with the seriousness of everything.
The blood will do it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Blood will do it.
Are you guys going around to see where the blood is coming from, or?
I am going to that phone. Nothing is stopping me from trying to at least get to the phone unless it's like somebody screaming right next to me.
Okay, you guys continue and you guys march up to the main cabin. You get there and you open the door and you all feel this eeriness Like, it's eerily still, it's eerily quiet here. Like, you can only hear the crickets outside.
There's just one door in and out of the cabin.
There's a back door.
There, the light, does it work?
It doesn't work.
I think it didn't work. Okay. Is the cabin big enough where we could see the back door from the front, or do we have to like walk up?
You would have to walk into there's the main entrance there's a double staircase that go up to the second and third floors of the cabin. But then behind those staircases is there are arches that lead into different rooms, so you can't necessarily see the second entrance or exit into this space.
I think I'm not even gonna shut the door behind us. Maybe I'm just gonna leave it open and try and be as quiet as possible, and clock that both of them also have bad vibes.
Okay.
And just
I want to make
even
sure that we're here alone.
Yeah.
Okay. So
just
you want
kind of listening.
Okay, you want to listen? Go ahead and make just a brains check for me. Anyone who wants to listen in.
I get 3.
Okay.
6, which is good because I only have a 6, unfortunately.
Oh, and then roll another d6 because you can keep adding.
Oh,
because of the explosion die.
that's right. It explodes. Another 6. I swear to God, on my life, I'm taking a picture.
Roll it again.
1.
Okay. You're kind of listening in, and you kind of get in tune, and you can hear kind of a creaking above you, and you look up, and then the chandelier is kind of moving.
I'm skirting around that chandelier. In the event that it falls, it will not fall on my face. And how far is the phone from where we are right this second?
You would know it's in Mr. Spencer's office. That's just off of the left-hand side of the entrance.
Going into the office the same way that we came in, quiet, opening the door slowly, not closing the door so that there's no clicks behind. It's kind of all of us are making kind of gestures and pointing at the chandelier, stepping around it very obviously.
Okay, and you guys walk into Mr. Spencer's office, and you see the phone on the desk, Jet, and you pick it up, and you can hear that sound when it's not connected. And then you hear the chandelier in the other room fall. We're gonna move over to the next group. You guys are running. You guys are through the forest. You are getting scrapes and bruises as you are running through the thickets of this forest here, running towards the Willowbow Lake to try to get to a safe spot. What are you guys doing?
This way.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. You guys are going through, and you are running through, and you come to kind of a short cliffside that's about a 10-foot drop.
You stop on the edge.
Yeah. Can we deduce that something is chasing us, basically?
Yeah, you listen in, and you can still hear the rustling behind you.
Can I look behind us?
Yeah, go ahead and make a brains check.
I do that too. Or actually, I want to look forward and see if it's possible for us to get down on the ledge and just hide there.
It's just a sheer cliffside.
It's a 13.
Okay. You can see a branch break off and fall onto the path, but you don't see anything there. You shine up your light, and nothing's there.
Okay, so it's in the trees.
It's only a 10-foot drop down, though, right?
Yes.
We could go down that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Sure.
totally.
Yeah.
Not like we're all a bunch. How tall are you? How tall is Sheila?
What are you guys doing?
Or how tall is Heidi? Sorry.
Oh,
how tall
Heidi.
Is
Heidi's like 5'6".
I'm not there.
Oh, yeah. Heidi's what?
5'6".
Okay, it's not like we're all a bunch of shorties. Cool.
So if you sit on it and then hop off instead of just straight up jumping off.
Let's try that. Yeah.
Help.
We sit down on our butts and go down.
Go ahead and make a flight check for me, guys.
Alright. Don't screw this up, D4. Land on a 4.
That's a 4.
On it,
Well,
on what die?
D6.
Nat 20, I
Oh.
get to re-roll that shit.
Oh, damn.
Damn.
You've already succeeded the roll. You don't have to keep rolling.
I wanted to see what I got.
No,
That's
keep going.
funny. You have to do it.
I want to see if she can save me with my 2.
30 total.
I
Okay.
had a 4. So like, can that 30 just like spread like butter, or?
You see Leslie jumps down, braces herself, and like is okay with this kind of impact. She's an athlete. She knows how to traverse this kind of stuff, and she kind of helps both of you down. The most any of you guys get is another like scrape as you guys are coming down like the rock cliff face, but that's about it.
It's okay. I've got band-aids.
Do we take any tokens for that?
Yeah, both of you do.
Okay, cool. Do I take a token for the 13 or no?
Yes, you would. Or wait, no.
No. Yeah. Mm?
No, you don't.
Okay.
Because it was considered in the middle. Yeah, what are you guys doing as you jump down this cliff face? And you can still hear the kind of like the rustling kind of above
What's
you.
in front of us? What's...
It's just more forest.
I think we need to get out of a place that doesn't have trees.
Yes. Yeah. Do I know of any like cabins or anything that's like nearby that so we wouldn't be directly under like the trees that this thing is obviously traveling through?
It's mostly really dense, like evergreen kind of forests here. The only kind of open space that you guys can immediately see is Willoughby Lake, which is still a big run in front of you.
Okay.
Our best shot's the lake or turning around and going back to the camp.
The lake would be closer probably than going back to the camp, but the thing that's chasing us. And then
I
we
need
leave
you
the
all
camp
to
back
make
the
fight
camp.
checks for me, please.
Ah!
Fight
Or
checks?
flight.
Fight.
Oh,
Damn it.
God.
Liam's probably dead. We should just go save ourselves now.
Okay.
Oh, I rolled the wrong die earlier. I was supposed to roll a
That's a
d10. I rolled
12.
a 4.
It explodes.
Okay.
Yes.
Oh
The 12 plus 8 is a dirty 20.
5.
Okay.
no! 3.
My
Take
God.
me to my boyfriend.
My poor sweet baby.
You guys all hear like steps kind of leading up onto the cliffside. And Veronica, you can feel a scrape up against your back as as you're being pulled up. But then you see Heidi kind of holds onto your legs and kind of pushes you down. What are you guys doing?
Run to the lake.
Run. Go.
Okay.
Go. Go.
I just like start
Does Heidi see
shoving
what it-
Veronica towards the lake.
Did Heidi see what it was that grabbed me at all?
You saw a humanoid figure.
I hate it.
My back is scratched up and down the way that I like it. Let's go!
You guys are running, and I would say, Heidi, you see these large claw marks in Veronica's back.
I don't think my band-aids will cover that.
Oh.
But you guys are continuing to run. What's the other group doing?
I think. What cars do I know? I know that the one car, the brake lines are cut. There's all the other wires, but are there any other?
There is a Volkswagen van, your motorcycle, and then Leslie's car.
I know my bike can't fit more than like 2 people, and there's 3 of us. And I know that Liam probably has his keys, which are useless. I think I'm going to. I think I'm gonna look at them.
Keep in mind, a chandelier just dropped in the other room, aside
Right.
to the right of you guys.
But we saw the chandelier like just kind of swaying back and forth.
Yeah,
right?
it was
But
like
we
swaying
didn't
back and
see-
forth. You didn't see anything on it.
There's someone upstairs.
I think I'm just gonna whisper like, "Let's get the hell out of here."
You guys hear creaking above you.
Yeah, let's
Are we
see what
closer
they'll
now
do.
to the back door than the door we came in?
You'd have to go through another 2 rooms to get to that space.
No, we're turning around and I guess going through the chandelier room again.
Okay, what's the order?
I don't like that question.
I don't like that question either.
Don't like that either.
I refuse to answer, and
We're
hope that
in
nothing
a
happens.
straight line together, horizontal. We're holding hands.
How does one get out of a room like that, though?
We turned like this.
Yeah, we squish.
Now, I think I'm in front. I think especially in front of Sheila. I think that I feel a responsibility to Sheila until I feel she's 100% sober, and even if not, I feel like I probably just feel a responsibility.
Okay, I'd like you to make a fight check,
probably
Jet.
in the back.
Oh, cool. Fight?
Yes.
Seven.
Okay, you guys watch as Jet is walking out of this office space and into the foyer of this main cabin. You see her jolt to the left, and you hear a brief scream. I'd need you to make a grit check for me.
That I can do. Well, maybe.
At least let it be polenta.
17.
I'm sorry, what did you roll?
17.
Okay. You feel this bite on your neck. And you can feel your blood being siphoned out. What are you guys doing? What are Jamie and Sheila doing?
I try to get her out. I try to get Jet
Okay,
away
you
same
look
here.
and you see as Jet is you can see this figure is up on the banister of the second floor and has Jet kind of dangling and is biting onto her neck.
Can I throw the multi-tool I had out
Yeah.
at him?
Go ahead and make me a fight check. At
Okay.
disadvantage.
My skate tool.
At disadvantage?
Yes.
Oh, no.
That's a 1.
You throw
I
it and
got
it hits
a
Jet's
5.
leg.
I got a 5 out of 8.
Okay. And what were you throwing?
My skate tool. It kind of
Okay.
looks like a little Y.
Okay, yeah. You see Jamie is throwing their multi-purpose tool, and as you throw it, you see the tool hit Jet in the leg, and your skate tool hits the person that is holding Jet up, hits them across his face, and you see they look up from Jet's neck, and they kind of hiss down at you, and throw Jet's body. And then they're
Jet's
gone.
body, you say?
Yeah.
Jet's body?
Yeah, Jet's body. What are you guys doing?
Can I pick up Jet and run?
Yeah, you can pick up Jet and run.
Yeah. I use my
Jet,
skate.
you are on the verge of death.
Oh, okay.
The word verge is good though.
Let's go.
I'm just gonna start to gurgle out. I need my bandana back. Give it back. I need it.
You guys can see blood is kind of gushing from Jet's neck.
Do you have anything? Do you have anything in your backpack?
Bug spray.
I'm definitely using my my hand at the very least.
I'm I think
Mhm.
I take the bandana that was holding my ankle together and I now use it as a compress.
Okay, so you guys are kind of holding Jet's neck, tending to wounds as you guys are running out of the cabin. I'd like you all to make brains checks. Jet with disadvantage.
Wait, a brains check?
Yes.
Oh shit.
Great.
Damn it.
Oh no! So that's a 1.
3.
Okay. You guys kind of see our Jet and Sheila are kind of preoccupied, but Jamie, as you're kind of running and you're kind of helping compress Jet's wound, and you guys kind of see a figure kind of limping along, kind of behind one of the one of the cabins.
Do I get an adversity token?
Yes, you do.
Okay, and I technically get 2 because easygoing.
Correct.
Okay.
What do you do?
It's going behind one of the cabins?
No, it's like limping, kind of in between 2 of the cabins.
didn't have my knife out of my boot. That's for sure. I think I was trying to grab it on my boot as I was being sucked up.
So
What are you guys doing?
Hello?
I feel like we should.
You guys
Or
hear
first-
Liam's voice call out to you as the figure kind of halts
Oh,
in
shit.
their space.
oh, now we have to run toward the voice. We have to.
Yeah, we're gonna start going towards
Okay.
who we hope is Liam, but
Yeah, you guys march toward this figure, and you can see in the moonlight it is Liam, though it looks like they have like a badly injured leg. There is like some blood on their shirt, but for the most part they are alive and breathing.
Oh my god. Oh,
Where are the others? Where's Ronnie?
it's
went to
not-
find you.
Yeah.
They're in the woods.
How did you get back here?
I don't know. I was taken and I felt like pain, and you see he's got like wounds on him. He's like, and I blacked out and I woke up behind the cabin. You said
Where's
everyone's
your
in the woods?
keys? Where's your keys?
Assuming he has his keys.
You would have left them in your cabin. There was no reason for you to have your keys on you.
True, yeah. But they're in my cabin.
We need to get the hell out of here. We need to get everybody else and get the hell out of here.
Your walkie can't reach them, right? It's way too far.
I can try. And I will press on the walkie. Leslie.
You just hear you hear a brief static on your walkie radio.
Leslie. Leslie?
Static. 3 statics in a row.
Okay, maybe it's just.
And I am panicking.
It's just.
I'm panicking.
We're just too far. We're just too far for them. That's the reason.
We have to go find them.
Okay, you're bleeding. She's bleeding.
I'm fine. We
And
have to go find them.
Sheila's high as all hell. We are not the people to be looking.
We're gonna
for-
leave them to die in the woods.
No. We have to. There has to be a better way. There has to be a better way.
At the car, at least we can be in a space and at least maybe we can get to them.
There has to be a first aid kit somewhere on this camp. There has to be some kind of weapon.
There should be one in like the main cabin.
You guys
Every
would know,
minute
you guys
we're
are
looking
camp
for something.
counselors. You would know that there is like a first aid cabin within the activity cabins. There is plenty of first aid kit like left over in the main cabin where you guys were just at. There are
Do you
bats
wanna
at the
just
batting
rummage?
cages.
Let's worry about Liam's keys and getting the hell out of here. And don't worry about me right now. Don't worry about anything right now. I think like my plan is basically like just anything I'm like ripping off a piece of my shirt, anything that I am trying to tie around me, because I feel like any second that we start going anywhere else, who bit me, what bit me, is that the same thing that did the chandelier? Liam was somewhere completely, totally somewhere else. Is there more of them? So I think I'm just like anxious to get to everybody else instead of worrying about being hurt.
Okay.
I definitely want to look for a first aid kit though, because if there's 2 people hurt and we're
There
hearing
could be more.
screams,
Okay.
we're
I'm gonna go to the first aid cabin. Okay. And
we're all going to the first aid cabin
Yeah.
together.
okay, I'll go
We're
get my
getting
keys.
as many as.
I'm gonna go get my keys. We'll meet you guys there. Gonna go walk.
No.
No.
Or
what?
no.
No.
That's how we
No.
got into this mess. That's how we all got split up, because you decided to run into danger.
I'm sorry. Just let me go get my keys.
We'll come with you.
We're
No,
going.
let me get my keys. It's just leaving.
I'm walking with him.
I'm following too.
Okay.
No, you go to the first
Now,
aid cabin. Get your
I
keys.
am
I'm gonna get my keys. No, I am begging you. Please, just let me go get my keys. Let me go get my keys.
Okay.
I'm
I'm still following, but I'm like, I go.
No! Can I make brains check to see if I notice that she's following, or would I know she's following me?
You notice that she's following you.
Jet, for the love of God.
Why do you
I
wanna
need
go by
Jet to
Marcelo?
make a grit check, please.
16.
Okay. You're still feeling kind of woozy, but you're doing pretty good. Yeah.
Can I do some kind of like what would be like an equivalent of an insight check to see whether I want to trust Liam in this moment? Because
He's already leaving toward his cabin. Like, limping, but it's like as fast as he can to go get his keys.
And even though he's limping, he's kind of going a lot faster than you would expect. But you guys all know him to also be a lacrosse player, so he might just be kind of pushing through that pain.
hell no. Hell no.
Okay, we're gonna move over to the other group. You guys are running. You guys are running toward the lake. I need all three of you to make grit checks for me, please.
Cool.
Okay, I guess.
I'm getting hot now.
Not good at those. I'm not good.
Listen, we got.
Ooh, but I did explode.
Nice.
Wink.
Okay.
7.
I was muted. I also exploded. I got 13 total.
Okay. Heidi, as you guys are running, you are losing air. You feel your lungs constricting. You need a break, and you need your inhaler. Leslie, you are starting to feel downed. You are starting to feel tired. Veronica, you are still feeling tired. You can feel the blood seeping from your back from that wound.
We gotta stop. We gotta stop.
Everyone but Veronica gets adversity tokens.
Well, not yay for Veronica, but
Oh, I wish I had an adversity token. Damn. Okay, we need to stop. Okay, let's hunker down for a little bit and hope that it passes us. I pull out matches and a hairspray, and I go, does anyone actually have a lighter? That would probably be easier for this.
I have bug spray. Oh, wait.
Not the thing I asked.
I just 1 second.
No lighters.
No.
You got me good.
Okay, you have got to start smoking. Okay, let's wait. Actually, you have asthma. Okay, I have a match, and I like give the matches to Leslie, and I'm like, in a moment's notice, light the match, put it in front of me, and I'll spray something with hairspray. You're the match person. So we're gonna catch our breath for a little bit.
Can I spend an adversity token to ask where a good place to chill and also hide is?
Yeah. You guys are as you kind of stop, you kind of look around and survey your area after you've taken a hit from your inhaler. You're able to breathe and focus again. You kind of do see like a kind of it looks to almost be like kind of like a makeshift kind of shelter. Kind of like a kind of a lean-to made out of logs. Looks to be old.
Cool. But like we can sit under this for a while, and I can pull out some of my bigger band-aids.
Okay.
Or we'll just start like we'll take off like the sweater vest and be like, we can at least put this like over so your back's not exposed.
Hold on a second. I pull out a towel that I have with me, and I'm just like, just rip this up and put it on my back or something. Just
Hey, before you do that, I'm gonna pull out the bottle of liquor.
Yep, pour it. I'm laying down on my stomach. Let's do it.
Yep. Oh, disinfecting. It's hard liquor. It's not like sugary shit.
Ow.
Yeah. Sorry, babe. This is gonna sting.
Yep.
Babe?
Don't worry about it.
We're besties. Get over it.
Do besties call each other babe?
I
You
do.
never had a best friend before?
No.
Do you want me to call you babe?
No.
You guys are sitting in this lean-to, tending to Veronica's wounds. You all are kind of just being quiet after that, worried that you are going to be heard. and you hear like these loud whistles kind of in 4 spots around you. 4.
Lila.
It is a massacre, isn't it? But yeah, you hear these loud whistles. Kind of one happens and then another one happens kind of in response. What are you guys doing?
Absolutely the fuck not.
Hunkering down, staying quiet.
Okay.
Turning off the flashlight even though she really doesn't want to.
Yeah.
We try to
Flashlights are off.
like hide in this area so that if they saw us go this way, they can check. But they we try to hide, I guess, more.
Okay, you're trying to hide more. Just go ahead and make just a flight check for me.
Hi.
Can I, instead of doing that, I have 2 adversity tokens left, and I have the unassuming trait. So can I
Yes.
spend 2 adversity tokens to not be seen?
Yeah. So you kind of sink into the back of this lean-to, and you hit the rock wall that's there, and you're able to kind of contort yourself enough to where like you are hidden in the shadows. And you can also see like there's an older like kind of almost tattered blanket, but you can put that over yourself to remain unseen.
Cool.
I got a 9 on a D10. That's pretty good.
I got a 3.
Okay. Are you guys leaving the lean-to, or are you just kind of trying to hide, bunker down into the lean-to?
If anything, staying nearby, but just like trying to hide.
I think stay in. Like, should we all stay near each other, or should we spread out so that if they find one of us, they don't find all of us?
Is there a way to like pull the lean-to down, like to
It's
make
like
it even
made out of
flatter?
logs. It's like made out of logs that are like notched together.
We do.
Well, I'm hidden, so
Yeah, you're good.
We have a makeshift flamethrower.
What are you guys doing?
That we can do towards the front if something shows up.
You hear 3 more whistles.
I think we shouldn't stay in it because it's an obvious hiding spot. I think we should go out and like hide in some bushes or something with our makeshift flamethrower.
Okay.
Okay, who goes out first?
I'll go out first. I'm already fucked. No.
Okay.
I'm already fucked up.
Okay.
Let me get fucked up.
I need you to make me a fight check, please.
Yep. As expected. Where did you go, bestie? Three.
Okay. As you guys both go out of the lean-to, and you guys hear that whistle. It's like deafeningly close, and it's very loud. It's very like it's almost like a kind of almost like a war whistle, kind of almost. You guys hear it. And immediately, as Veronica, you're looking for a place to hide, you feel yourself being swiped up into the trees. You see Leslie, you see this humanoid creature jump down, grab her, and go up into the trees. We're gonna move over to the other group. Go first, Veronica. I do need you to make a grit check.
A grit check. Okay.
Yes.
We probably should have just stayed still, but I thought it'd be an easy hiding place.
That's great.
7 on a D8.
Okay.
I'm 1 away from exploding multiple times. Oh, do I get an adversity token? Even if I did die, do I get an adversity token for that last one?
Yeah.
Yay! Even in adversity, I am dead. Oh no.
Okay. What are the rest of you guys doing? As Liam's trying to go.
I think at this point I am suspicious of Liam, even if I'm not 100% like concrete on why. I know obviously something is weird, and I'm just gonna yell, "Okay, meet us at the Shaggin' Wagon," and I'm gonna like pull them with me, go towards like the parking lot, and I'm looking for any kind of like, as we walk, I'm looking for like any sticks on the ground, and I'm just gonna, something isn't right. Something isn't right with Liam, and I don't know if something's not gonna be right with me, but something is not right. What is that thing?
We need to get you a first aid kit. I don't know Liam too well, but from our interactions in the woods when we were together and then right now, I feel like are two different people, and that scares me deeply. So, let's get you a first aid kit and make sure that you don't start acting weird. And then, where are we going? There's shagging, wagging. What did you say?
Liam's van. Like a shaggin' wagon.
Oh. Okay.
We will make our way towards the activity center on the way to just, well, depending on what it looks like when we get there. So.
Okay. You guys go up to the kind of activity cabins, and you guys do see where the results of where that blood was earlier. You just see a dead deer, just in the middle of the cabins, and there is just blood surrounding it.
This is either a really awful coincidence or this thing eats more than children.
At least it doesn't discriminate.
I guess. If we're gonna choose to look at the bright side, I
Don't
guess.
discriminate.
Might be a vegetarian. We need to find this first aid kit.
Okay, yeah.
Okay, you guys go up to the medical cabin. You try the door; it's locked.
Can I break a window?
Sure, but breaking a window will cause some noise.
Do any of us have keys as counselors?
The only one who had keys was Mary.
I knew I hated her.
No one climbed up in the tree to get them.
Should I break the window?
I guess we have to.
I'm gonna break
I'm gonna put some kind of cloth or something to the window first before it gets hit to just try and muffle a teeny bit of the sound, and also so that the window
doesn't hurt.
Breaks downwards instead of outwards, instead of just splattering everywhere inside. Just trying to make it as quiet as a B&E as we can.
Okay. Yeah.
I did this before.
Yeah. You guys see that, and you break the window. It does make some noise, but it definitely kind of quiets some of it. But yeah, you're in. You can now hop in.
Just looking around. We're obviously looking for the first aid kit, but what else is
there?
In the thing, there's a lot of medical supplies. There's pills. There's bandages.
We survived this.
Okay.
Just shoving as much as I can into the backpack. I'm also looking for anything that would. I have a whole internal monologue in my head that I am not quite expressing.
Okay.
She grabs a jump rope. I feel like that can be useful.
I think so too.
Yeah.
What else do you guys already have? What could we use?
I don't have anything besides just little knickknacks that I carry. Is there anything I could use as a weapon here?
You guys are kind of searching through. The biggest thing that you find is just a singular scalpel that the nurse might have to use at some point.
I say we take it.
Yeah.
Take that.
Okay.
Yeah, I think I just fill my bag with just as many of the thick things of gauze, the rolls, and stuff to clean out wounds or something.
Okay, yeah, it's easy enough to do to find all that stuff. You jam it in. What are you guys doing now?
Putting a giant gauze over my neck, but first I'm how does this look? And I'm showing it to them.
It's better than before.
It's not that bad. It's not.
You might
I've seen
need
worse.
stitches.
Should work on your poker face. And I'm just gonna
I'm totally fine.
Gauze
her up, grab anything I can.
Clean it out. I'm just pouring what is it, peroxide or something on it.
Yeah. Okay. What's the order and how you get out the window?
I'll go first.
Yeah. And I'll be helping Jet out.
Yeah, I feel like she's helping her out of the window. I'm helping her through and like over.
Yeah.
Okay. I need Jet and Jamie to make fight checks for me, please.
I also just checked my backpack inventory thing. I have a bong. I could use that. I feel like I could. I feel like
It's a good weapon. It's a good weapon.
The freaking skate tool is smaller.
Does anybody have
I feel
any
like
hairspray or anything? I have a lighter.
I feel like I
Bug spray, alcohol. Bug spray. Bug spray works. I got a lighter.
Okay, what were you
Got a
guys'
lighter?
fight checks?
Here you go. Sorry.
Uh,
it's a 4.
5.
Okay.
If Jet needs it, I can give her.
Jamie, as you are helping Jet out of the window, you hear quick footsteps, like they're running towards you, but at like this weird supernatural speed. And you guys see Liam, and he goes and he attacks Jamie, biting on to his neck. I need you to make a grit check for me, please.
Happy birthday!
You said grit?
Yes.
Okay.
Liam, I can't believe you're cheating on me with Jamie. It's rude.
Yeah.
In my defense, you're cheating on me with Leslie.
That's a 9.
Okay. What are you two doing? As you see, Jet, you're like halfway through the window. You kind of almost stumble out as all of your support there.
I'm gonna try and stab. At the face.
Okay.
As I'm like behind, if I'm coming out after her, and I have Sheila kind of pushing me.
Yeah. Go ahead.
out.
Go make a fight check. Liam, I need you to make a fight check as well.
The
Or again.
modified die you sent me?
Correct.
13.
What did you get, Jet? I'm sorry.
4.
Okay, you go to strike down with the scalpel that you got, or your knife, and you see as Liam kind of swerves, and you actually hit Jamie in the shoulder.
I did the same thing to you earlier. I'm so sorry.
At this point, Liam, you are now trying to drag your prey away.
Is there any way that I can fight this?
No, you failed your grit checks.
Is there any way I can?
You could try to fight against it. Yeah, you can make a fight check, and you can make a fight check too.
Yeah.
Fight check?
Yes.
And can Sheila come out and
Fine.
help a little?
Yeah. You go to the door that you guys didn't unlock, and you unlock it, and you go out, and you go and fight.
I get my
I'm going
jump
for
rope.
that bug spray that I know that Jamie just was talking about and saying, I have this. I'm trying to like grab it from her backpack and spray it into my lighter towards Liam.
Okay. I'll say just make a quick flight check just to like quickly grab as Jamie's being dragged back. What did Jamie and Liam get again? I'm sorry.
A 5.
Okay.
9.
Okay.
Say fight or flight. Sorry.
Flight.
Oh, flight?
No, not you. Not you.
Oh, okay.
Not you.
I don't want to do this.
6.
Okay. You're able. Jamie actually also helps you, and is able to kind of follow the bug spray out, but they're being dragged back at like a supernatural speed.
Is there, okay, can I know that I cannot stop myself from pulling him away. Can I do one thing before I go into the woods with him?
What are you doing?
I am going to accidentally drop my keys, the camera, and the picture. Like, I just, like, had them in my hand. Because I did tell you I was trying to go get the keys.
Yeah. I will
And
say
then
you
I'm
can
gonna
drop
accidentally
one
drop.
item because you do still have your bag on you.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, you watch as Jamie is being dragged into the forest. Have you made a grit check yet, Jamie? I think you,
That was a
yeah.
12.
Yeah, you did.
I think I did. I don't remember what it was. but I
Okay,
did.
yeah.
What are the trails like going into the forest? Because I mean, I'm gonna assume that I know based on how fast they see them going. There's no way I can catch them.
No.
So how wide are they? Like, could the Shag and Wagon fit?
Most of the
Are they-
trails are big enough to fit like 2 people across. You guys could bring the Shag and Wagon into like that main kind of like courtyard area that's
there's
around
only-
the bonfire. But that's about it.
Gotta get to my bike.
Okay, you guys booking it towards your bike?
Yeah, like there's no way we're gonna catch them. And let's go to my bike.
Okay.
At least I know that will fit on the trail.
Okay, you go to the bike, and we'll move over to the other group. What are you guys doing, Leslie? As you see, Veronica is being has been dragged up into the trees.
Can I, because my softball was still out, can I take it and try to like toss it at whatever?
Yeah, you can do it at disadvantage.
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
What would you like me to roll?
A
for
fight
that?
check.
God damn it. Okay. I rolled 3 twice.
Okay. You go and throw it. You can see it go into the trees. You don't hear it make contact, but about a minute later, you see the softball drop from the trees, and kind of it's unnatural the way it dropped from the trees is almost next to you, like someone threw it back.
Oh, I hate that.
You see, as you just kind of you sit there in this kind of like shock state. You see as a figure drops from the cliffside, or like that rock face that the lean-to is up against, and jumps onto the lean-to. You can hear feet drop onto the lean-to, Heidi, and you see this figure. It's very gaunt, tall, pale skin, no hair, kind of almost like elongated ears, pitch black eyes, hollow cheeks, and it's kind of hulking over.
Heidi's staying exactly where she is, exactly where she's hidden, and choking back a sob.
What are you doing, Leslie?
I'm taking out my Polaroid camera and taking a picture of it.
Okay. I would like you to make a fight check with disadvantage after that.
Okay.
I mean, maybe the flash will disorient it.
I'm also rolling with disadvantage.
3 again. Rolled a 3 and a 6.
I rolled a 9 and a natural 20, so still, the creature wins against this fight. It jumps off of this lean-to, and you are like 15 feet away from it. It jumps and clears you and tackles you to the ground. I also need you to make a grit check.
Oh, I'm not good at those. That's a 1.
Okay. Heidi, you kind of watch outside, and you can see this fight happening, and you can see as this creature tears, content warning, body horror, and gore, tears Leslie's throat out from her, blood just gushing. Leslie, you are dead. What do you do, Heidi, as you are left alone?
Absolutely fucking nothing.
Okay.
I'm staying stone still until I don't hear footsteps. I don't hear rustling. I don't hear whistling.
Okay. You kind of watch this figure as it stays over Leslie's body for a solid 10 minutes before you see it jump up into the trees. And you can see Leslie's body is just shrunken from the state it was. Like almost to a mummified effect. You can see her Polaroid camera is smashed on the ground, but there is a Polaroid coming out of it.
There's no way I can make it back to the camp alive. And so far they haven't found me.
I'd like you to make a brains check for me, please.
Oh, okay. That is a 9.
I will also say it's with advantage.
Oh, good. That's a 9.
Okay. You're trying to kind of think, what could this creature be? And nothing comes to mind as you're trying and
Really?
trying to think. You it's so hard for you to try to think what this is. You've heard of tales of a chupacabra sucking blood. You've heard of native tales of things that creep in the forests. You've heard of vampires. You've heard of the blood-sucking goat that lives in Vermont somewhere, but you don't know exactly what this could be. It was humanoid. It couldn't have been a goat. It couldn't have been any of the weird lore that you found, but you can't think of what it is. Move over to the next group. What is Jet and Sheila doing as you are running towards? Are you just booking it?
Well, once we're booking it to the bike, and then I just want to... Well, first I want to check in on Sheila. You okay?
Yeah, as okay as I can be at this situation. She's fully sober at this point. Like, if she's not, then, like, I don't know what kind of drugs she took if she's not at that point.
I'd like both of you to make brains checks for me.
Oh no.
And Jet, you could do it with advantage.
Oh, explodes!
Oh, okay.
6, 4, 10.
Well, that's a 2.
Okay. Jet, as you're kind of running towards your bike and you're checking in on Sheila, you recall that you know that Mr. Spencer keeps a gun in the main cabin for if a bear comes, but you don't know exactly where it is. You assume it's probably somewhere in his office.
I am almost to the bike. I'm just gonna be I'm gonna recite that to Sheila. I think that Mr. Spencer keeps a gun in the cabin, and we need to get to the bike. And so the intention of getting to the bike and then taking the bike to the cabin so that we're not coming back and forth for the bike.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So you run for the bike, you each hop on it. Sheila, you grab onto Jet as she zooms off towards the main cabin. It's not that far of a drive, but you zoom off. Are you getting off of the bike when you get there, or are you driving the bike in?
Ooh. That's a good question.
I
am concerned with all the sabotage. I think I'm getting off the bike and walking it right inside the door. I'm concerned a little bit with the sabotage that I'm starting to realize that most likely rats didn't chew through anything, or if they did, that this just seems too much of a coincidence. So I'm gonna walk the bike just inside so that it's not obvious that it's sitting right outside, so that the building still looks the way that it would have before we came.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Mm-hmm. Okay, so you go in, you get in there, the chandelier is broken, you see the pool of blood that you left before. Where are you going?
Straight to the office. And anywhere that it looks like that it could be, or that I would think that it would be.
Okay. I'll say go ahead and just make a brains check with advantage.
I got 1 each time.
Explode plus 1, 7.
Okay. You go and you look through the room. You know how to look through things and try to kind of discern where people keep things. You immediately find a drawer in the desk, and there looks to be a safe in it.
I'm gonna try and look around for what I think could be a code. I need a post-it note. I'm looking for anything, or anything with a birthday on it, anything with an anniversary on it, anything with a number on it is what I'm looking for.
I'll say you've been at camp long enough. You would know the wife's birthday, his birthday, Mary's birthday. You could also try the date that the camp opened as well.
Try them all.
Okay. You try them all. In what order do you try them?
I'm gonna try Mary's birthday first.
Okay.
Just based on life experience.
You type in Mary's birthday, and you put in Mary's birthday, and you hear it click, and you can hear it open.
Sweet. Open it up.
You open it up, and it's filled to the brim with ammunition. No gun.
No gun. Ooh.
And it looks to be shotgun ammunition.
I'm so grabbing
Don't say
ammunition
we-
in hopes that we find the gun. If it's shotgun ammunition, now I'm looking for something that's more like a gun cabinet or like something longer.
Okay. You kind of take a good look around the room. There is a closet in there. If you open that up, I will say you do notice that that under kind of there is actually kind of like carpet laid in just the closet. The rest of it is hardwood.
Ooh. Pulling up that carpet.
Okay, you pull up the carpet, and it looks like there's like a trap door in this closet space.
Let me finish getting the ammunition first, and then we can go together.
Okay.
So
And I'm gonna help. I'm gonna go back and help her, and I'm gonna split up the ammunition because I have the intention of giving her the gun.
Okay. Yeah, you and you guys go back to the trapdoor.
Yep.
Okay, you pull it up, and it looks like it's like a ladder that goes down to some sort of like subfloor, like a basement.
Doesn't bode well. We'll go first. Shut the door behind us, and I'll start going down the ladder.
Okay, you go down the ladder. You turn on your flashlight, and this room is kind of almost eerily empty, though it looks like there is there's shelves on the back wall, and they each have like kind of long wooden crates.
Ooh, I guess let's open one of them up.
Okay, you open one of them up. The first one has like 3 sticks of dynamite.
Oh.
You want this? And I'm gonna start putting it in backpacks. Don't light the lighter.
Okay.
At all.
Yeah.
In here.
I have a light.
Next crate.
You open it up, and there is what look to be like water jugs, not like plastic jugs, but like water canteens.
Okay. Next crate. I'm just going through these crates.
Okay. The
Just
next and final
continuing.
crate has it has 2 hand axes in it, and then the shotgun.
I am going to hand Sheila the gun. Well, I'm gonna assume you know how to handle one of these. I'm going to load the gun.
Okay.
Then I'm gonna hand Sheila the gun. Say,
Holds it like very, very carefully.
see
Very
something
careful.
scary. Pull the trigger. I'm going to like hook an axe, one of the axes, in like my backpack, and then I guess I'm gonna put the other one. I'm just gonna hold the other one, and I'm just going to try and ground, and then if I don't see anything, get the hell out of here. Back to the
yeah,
bike.
as you're looking around, you do notice there's another doorway kind of right behind where that ladder coming down is.
We go that
I'm gonna
way,
like
we
look
go-
at Sheila, and do you think it's worth it?
It could be, and that's the problem.
Okay, we're running out of time. Jamie might be running out of time, and I'm just gonna open the door. Just open the door behind it, see if I see anything.
Yeah, you open the door, and it looks like this room is also very isolated. Like there's nothing in here, but you shine your light, and in the corner it looks to have like there looks to be like chains that wrap around a skeleton.
Oh,
And we'll move over
Nope.
to Heidi. What are you doing?
Do I hear things around me?
You kind of wait a very long time. It probably like an hour or 2 has passed in this point. And during that like hour and a half period, you heard the things kind of dissipating from you.
Cool. Because it would be narratively boring for me to literally sit in here till sunrise. I am gonna slowly crawl out of the log thing.
Okay.
And
Yeah.
I'm gonna grab the Polaroid.
Okay. You grab the Polaroid, and it looks like majority of it is covered by like what looks to be like a hand with like long claws, and then you can see just the eye of the creature that would have attacked Leslie.
Cool. I stuff it in my pocket. Is there anything of import I can get off of Leslie? Cause is her body still there?
Her body's still there, yeah.
Cool. I'm in autopilot mode, not looking anywhere near her face, but I'm gonna see if there's anything important or like useful I could get from her. Because I'm gonna try to get back to camp.
Yeah, the most kind of big thing there is she has a flashlight and extra batteries.
Cool. I have a flashlight. I'll take the extra batteries, but actually, which is closer? The house, like the haunted house we had passed on our way here, or the camp?
What do you mean haunted house?
Oh, you had mentioned like when we were walking up here, like the story about this haunted house that was over there.
Oh, the block house. It's way far away from where you guys are at. It was just a story that you were telling.
Cool. Okay. Then Heidi is gonna try to use her knowledge of the woods, and her unassuming nature to try to get her back to camp. And like freezing and hiding every time she hears rustling or whistling.
Okay. You begin making your way back towards the camp. You can see the lake is probably like a mile off from you. Based on how you know like the distance between the lake and the camp, you're probably 4 miles away from camp at this point. You ran for a really long time.
Yep.
I would also say there was the walkie on Leslie as well. You could take.
I'm probably not going to use the walkie yet, just so I don't make a bunch of static noise. But probably like if I get halfway there, I'll try to use the walkie and just go, hello?
Okay. I will ask you to make just a flight check. And you said you were using your unassuming, right? As you're going?
I can't use unassuming because I don't have 2 adversity tokens. I have 1 adversity tokens, meaning I could use my intuitive. So, to ask like, are my surroundings safe enough to try the walkie-talkie?
Okay. Just a flight check as you were kind of making your way from the lean-to to like 2 miles in.
Please explode. Please. Please do the thing. It's a 4.
Okay.
On a 6.
Okay. You're very like you're keeping like a decent pace. You're able to kind of like make sure you're still being quiet, but you are kind of like you still keep kind of like losing kind of breath as you're kind of going. You keep having to like take hits off of your inhaler. And once you get to like that half point, you've kind of found a place to kind of like hide enough, kind of like in like a crook of like rocks jutting out or something like that. And you can use your intuitive now if you'd like.
Okay, so could I use my intuitive to see if like it's when you say use my intuitive, is it for like to see if my surroundings are safe enough to use the walkie? Then okay.
Yeah. You kind of sit there for about like 5-ish minutes, kind of making sure your surroundings are okay. You don't hear any whistling, you don't hear any rustling around you. The only kind of sounds that you hear are crickets, and then I'd also say kind of at this point you would hear like a very distant scream. Like it's very even hard to determine whether it's a scream or not.
Cool, awesome. Then I will go ahead and use the walkie, like, hello, is anyone there?
Jet, as you are kind of entering this room and you see the like skeleton there, you hear kind of just a you hear like a crackled voice coming through. You hear some of the words that Heidi said.
Leslie?
Leslie's dead. It's Heidi.
You hear dead. It's Heidi. Through the static.
Where are you?
Heading back to camp. Would I be like 2 miles away-ish?
You could yeah, that would be your estimate.
2 miles. Very slow. Is everyone okay?
Okay, you hear heading camp 2 miles. Is everyone okay?
Liam turned into a monster somehow, took Jamie at which cabin is this? The main cabin?
Yeah, you're at the main cabin.
At main cabin.
You hear a majority of that
getting
message.
Guns.
And the last word is guns.
Okay. Then Heidi's gonna be like, okay, I'm on my way. Won't talk anymore, need to be quiet. Please wait for me.
Okay, you hear the words, on my way, please wait for me, through the static.
Holy shit.
And then I'm gonna turn the walkie-talkie off.
Okay.
To
At
make
this
sure
point,
no
with
more
your
static or
with your
anything.
intuitive, you do kind of hear like a very distant whistle, probably like a quarter of a mile away from you.
So I do have a Bigfoot whistle.
Yeah.
With Buckwild question, is there any merit in trying to use the Bigfoot whistle to make them think I'm one of them, or to make me less
Appear to be
conspicuous
Bigfoot?
as prey?
Can't go that way,
Because
guys.
it's gonna be a loud whistle, and they've been doing loud whistles.
Let me go and listen what a Bigfoot whistle sounds like real quick.
Well, most Bigfoot, I think genuinely and truly, I think it is just a normal whistle with Bigfoot on it. I think it's a normal whistle.
Liam shows up because he's
that
got
was
huge feet.
overpriced at like a Bigfoot
Rapunzel and
themed gift
Ariel.
shop.
Okay, just the McElroy brothers just showed up on YouTube for me for that.
Most people who do Bigfoot hunting yell. They don't use whistles.
Okay.
The McElroy brothers appear.
I will say you could use a charm check
No.
We have 8.
to try to convince them that it is that it's the same whistle that they've been repeating.
This would have to explode.
Like multiple times it would have to explode.
We believe in you. Multiple explosions.
I pray and give Heidi the rest of my version.
No.
Heidi starts doing Jamie's thing, completely butchering pronunciations, but trying. And it's like, please work, please work, please work. Or
A
like,
bunch of rocks like a rosary.
could I do a brains check real quick? Of like, is there any merit in doing this?
Sure.
It's a 4.
It would be very hard to try to, just based on your knowledge that you know of like folklore and like cryptids and stuff, it would probably be very hard to mimic that and make them convinced that it's the same thing if you don't already know what they mean.
That's true. I look really hard at the Bigfoot whistle, and I'll save it for later, just in case like I'm out of time. Does that count as an adversity token?
Yes, it does.
Great.
You hear the whistle
boy.
getting closer.
I'm gonna start moving, but as quietly as I can, and you feel free to say no. Can I use I have 1 adversity now, so could I use intuitive to notice my surroundings just to make it, to have a chance of making it back to camp?
Yeah, you could totally do that. It's up to you to use that if you want to or not.
Yes, so it's use the adversity token to ask the GM about my surroundings. So about my surroundings, can I know?
Are you staying in your hidey hole to use this, or are you still going?
I'll ask my question. Should I stay in my hidey hole until the whistling stops?
Okay,
Or should I go?
it's more so about your surroundings than in, like, instinct, or, like, trying to determine whether or not you should go. Do you have a question specifically about the environment?
Is my environment helpful in hiding me as I go? Like, or is there a way for me to use my environment to go? Something like that.
Okay, you've definitely seen lots of, like, rocks jutting out that can easily hide your kind of smaller form. You've seen kind of, like, trees that are bent down big enough to, like, hide you enough. There's enough here in this, like, kind of dense forest to be able to hide you should you need it.
Okay, then that's what I'll use it for, just, like, intuitive to, like, notice the hiding spots for if the whistling is getting too close or the rustling is getting too close.
Okay.
And then I'll...
Okay, so you begin heading out. You're kind of keeping track, and you are focused on getting to camp. You have 2 miles left.
Mm-hmm.
You're running. You hear that whistle. It's closer than it was before. What do you do?
I hide.
Okay, you go and you duck behind you duck in between, like, a few, like, fallen logs. I'd like you to go ahead and make a flight check for me.
Okay. Flight check. That is my D12. It's a 10.
Okay. Give me 1 minute. My dog needs to be let out.
What a time.
Stress.
Oh my god. I fully contemplated being like, Heidi stays exactly where she is for the rest of the game. Until the sun rises.
This is how
Valid.
I becomes final girl.
Yeah, this is how.
No, Heidi is final girl.
I'm using this opportunity to pee really quick. Tell her where
Yeah.
Absolutely do it. If the dog gets to
God.
pee.
Go out to the yard.
Oh my god.
Oh, I'll wait.
Mo
till Jack
ran
gets
to
back.
the bathroom.
Okay,
I
I'll
feel
wait
like
until
I might
Mo
need
gets
an
back.
inhaler.
I am
Oh my
so
god.
scared.
I'm
The
sweating
fuck?
so much.
Oh my god.
Honestly, I have
I'm
to
glad I
expect
can do
Jet
horror.
and Sheila to
Yes!
be fucking gone.
So
No,
one's
is it
dead,
that-
one's a monster, 2 are missing.
This makes me terrified for next season of TPK because
could
it's a
say.
horror season, and it's what 45 freaking episodes of this shit.
What?
Yep.
You know, I feel like having the acronym be TPK is a hint.
Yeah, we've gone this far without it. I have died before though.
I think this is like one of the few games where I don't want my character to die, actually.
Yeah,
Like, I'm usually that player that's like, yeah, do it. Kill me.
yeah.
Oh, and
I went
had
into
a
that.
lot of
Anyone who does end up surviving, I'll have a private call with you, and you will do an exit interview, like in the quarry or in
That's
or like
Fantastic.
in the thing. Yeah. So.
Oh my god, I want Heidi to survive.
I want lone survivor Heidi. You know what I think would be funny as fuck? If we did, and we're not, there's no way to do this, but if we did exit interviews as if we were all like the lone survivor, like
Ooh.
an Until Dawn, where it's like,
Wait, exit interviews like Until Dawn.
yeah, I think that's what she meant. Instead of like the podcast that takes forever.
Podcast, yeah.
Oh my god. Listen, I love Murph and Emily.
I was about to say, I only realized like way after I watched the series, like that the podcast was Murph and Emily.
Listen, I had been listening to Dimension 20 like earlier that day before I played the game. So I was streaming the game on Twitch or something, and it was Twitch, and I was streaming the game, and then I heard through Ryan's headphones in the opening section of the game that Jake was talking in. I heard Murph's voice, and I went, "That's Brian Murphy." And then I googled it, and I was like, "I am upset that I was right."
Okay. Yeah. So you rolled a 10, correct?
I rolled a 10.
Okay. You hide, and you hear, like you're hiding there for like 5 minutes. You hear that footsteps approach. I need you to make a fight check, please.
A fight check?
Yes.
I rolled a 10! Wait.
Star, I also need you to make a...
I'm sorry, I rolled my fight dice, not my flight dice. My flight dice is a d6.
Okay, go ahead and re-roll that for me then.
It's a 4.
Okay. Star, I need you to make a fight check for me, please.
No!
Oh, that's a natural 1.
Oh my god.
Okay. You watch as these footsteps, like, you see them hop down off of, like, what looks to be probably the trees. You see them approach, and you see this hand come over and grab you, but you're able to kind of get off. What are you doing?
Booking it? What do you mean, what am I doing?
Okay.
Hold on. I spray bug spray directly in her face.
Okay. You
then book it.
Okay, you spray the bug spray. I'll say that gives you a 1-minute head start.
Cool.
And you're running.
Can I... So does that count as a failure?
Yours is that was a success for you.
No, I meant the flight.
Yes. Flight would have been a failure.
Cool. I'm gonna get these adversity tokens. I've been using them all up.
You're running, and you hear the footsteps coming so quick. It's unnatural how quick it is, and then it clicks in your mind what this creature could possibly be.
Vampires?
Yes.
Vampires! It's like, oh, fuck Twilight.
I need you to make a...
No, I can't do that. That's not there yet.
It's not there yet. I need you to make a another fight check for me. Star, another fight check, please.
Look at Nosferatu.
Cool.
Heidi becomes Stephanie Meyer.
That's how the story starts.
There's a 12! It explodes!
Okay.
You've already beat me again. I got a 5.
It was a 15.
I'm literally rolling shit.
And you get a d20
God.
too.
I know! I got a d20 for fight now, and I rolled a fucking 5 and a 1.
Cool. Can I, like, hit whatever she tries to hit me with, like, with a flashlight and just keep running?
Yeah, you go and you can hear the footsteps approach. It almost goes and digs into your back, and you hit back with your flashlight, kind of stunning whatever this creature is, the vampire that's chasing after you, and you're running. I need you to make a grit check for me.
I know!
Alright, this is my d10.
We'll never get to Berkeley now.
Not with my broken nose.
Not being a vampire or anything, just a broken nose.
Grit check is an 8.
Okay.
8 on a d10.
You can feel your lungs starting to constrict a bit, but you're good for now.
Okay, great. Then I'm gonna keep going.
You keep going, and you hear 2 more whistles. Not from behind you, from either side of you.
So... Okay. I'm like, I want to fail a roll because I'll get another adversity token, but if I fail, I'm dead.
This is not the place you want to fail.
So, like, but if I get another one, I can do unassuming.
What are you doing?
I'm still running. So, does my earlier check still count for, like, finding, like, the hiding spots? Or no?
I would say that was that allowed you to find that hiding spot.
Okay. Then does it sound like they're gonna cut me off?
Probably.
Can I try to find a hiding spot?
Okay, yeah. You kind of see, you're kind of like on this kind of edge of the mountain right now, and you can see that there looks to be like some sort of cave system, kind of like if you jump down to the left of you on this trail that you're on.
Cool. I'm doing that.
Okay, you go in there, and you're there. I need Jamie, Liam, and Veronica to please make brains checks for me.
Oh my god! Thank God it's Jamie and Liam.
And I need you to make a
I'm a himbo.
and I need Heidi to make a flight check for me.
Okay, I'm gonna cry.
That's 2.
I got a 14.
My
Okay.
D6
God
has
for
been
himbos.
betraying me all night.
I wanna
It's a
talk
5.
shit.
Okay. You guys, Jamie and Liam, you guys are running in tandem, and you guys jump over where this is. Heidi, you see Liam and Jamie jump down in front of you, kind of look around, and just keep going, booking it in like the direction you jumped down. But you don't know where Veronica is. We're gonna go ahead and go over to Jet and Sheila. What are you guys doing?
Cool.
Sheila has now, we just got off the walkie with Heidi, says that they are turning the walkie off. I'm going to start placing dynamite. We need to set a trap. We need to set a trap. Or we're not making it out of here. I'm going to start putting dynamite, like, at the front door. I'm going to put my bike outside and the front door open so that it's very obvious that we're here.
Okay.
I'm going to put dynamite by front door, like, all in that entire room, and then leading into... It's like entryway and then chandelier room, or does it enter into the chandelier room?
The chandelier room is the same entryway that you guys were in. It just, it like fell in front of like the staircases.
I'm going to take off my backpack for the most part. I'm just taking the dynamite out, and so that I'm kind of like hopefully being quieter is the idea. I'm gonna place the dynamite so that it's close to the front door but far enough away from us, and just basically be watching the front door, like be prepared to get down into the whole closet escape room. And I am going to have my lighter out and just tell Sheila, if Liam or any other monster comes in here, anybody that's not Jamie or Heidi, because I'm assuming Jamie's fine, shoot the dynamite. Okay. And I'm gonna have one in my hand to, like, maybe Molotov cocktail situation this. Blocking off, because there's another back door, but that's not through the office, right?
No.
So, like, if we're in the office, kind of, like, looking out towards the front door, there isn't another entry behind us.
No, there's not. I mean, you guys could open a window that's in there to exit through, but there isn't, like, a door.
I don't think we'll be able to, like, get through the window in time is my concern. I think that, like, we're better off getting down into the hole as, like, dynamite goes off.
Okay.
So yeah, this is like a waiting game now.
Okay, so for clarification, for your trap, who is lighting this dynamite?
I have one in my hand, but the idea is to shoot the dynamite to explode it that way, so that we don't have to be close to the ones in the front. I just have one in my hand to, like, throw it if I feel like I need to throw it.
Okay. Okay, cool. We'll move back to Heidi. You're in this cave. You just saw two of your fellow camp counselors who have now, you assume, turned against you, turned into these undead creatures that you've read so much about, run off supernatural speed, but you know that there's at least 2 more out in this forest. Veronica and then the one that killed Leslie.
Cool.
So what are you doing immediately as you're in this cave?
I am moving deeper into the cave as quietly as humanly possible, because I'm not otherwise yet.
Okay. Okay.
and trying to keep my eyes on the entrance of the cave where I just popped in to be like, is there something here now? Do I need to book it again?
Okay. My dog's yelling at me again. 1 second.
Oh.
I hope I get to talk as a vampire. I wanted to come up and be like, I'm totally fine. Where's Leslie, by the way?
Okay. So,
By the way.
So yes, you're moving deeper into the cave. As you do, you kind of almost trip over something.
I looked down to see what I almost tripped over.
Looks to be like a box, like a small crate.
Like a small crate?
Yeah, like no more than like this big.
I'm gonna open it.
Okay. You open it, and you see it has a small revolver in it.
Oh, hell yeah. Yeah, I grabbed the revolver.
Okay. You look and you see there's only 3 shots in it. There's only 3 bullets.
Cool. I have no idea how to use a gun.
Okay.
I'm sure it's like you see it in movies, it can't be that hard. But yeah, no, I've got a revolver and a flashlight in my hands. Or actually, no, the flashlight's been off this whole time. No.
Okay. You have a revolver and you're kind of looking at the entrance. At this point, 15 minutes have passed since you saw Liam and Jamie kind of drop down in front of the cave and book it. At this point, you see another figure drop down. Looks to be about 5'5"-ish, 5'2", kind of in that range. Kind of like the stature of Veronica.
Cool.
Veronica,
right,
you are looking in and you see, you can see in the dark. You have this supernatural vision now. And you can see there's a figure at the back of the cave holding a gun. What do you do, Heidi?
If I shoot, it's going to be really loud, and the other vampires will come back. Oh.
You see Veronica's starting to stalk forward towards you.
Can I speak or do I not speak?
You can speak.
Heidi!
You hear echo throughout the cave towards you.
I'm so glad you're safe. I thought I saw something happen to Leslie.
The gun cocks.
You hear the gun cock, Veronica.
Back up.
You back up, then you hit a wall.
No, I'm telling her to back
up.
up.
I need to back up.
Okay.
Back up.
I'll take 1 step back. And I'll say, I really should have listened to you more. Some of these things do exist. And then I'm gonna rush to the side and outside of the gun and rush in.
Okay.
Can I try to drop down and shoot forward to try and run past her as she goes to the side?
I will say you can make a flight check and you can make a fight check, Veronica.
I really should have taken a higher stat for flight. It's a 4.
9.
I hate this.
You go and you drop down and she strikes at your chest. What are you doing?
Since she's so close, can I try to shoot her?
Yep. Go ahead and make a fight check with advantage.
Yay!
You can make a fight check as well to try to fight against it. Yeah, to fight against it.
Fight!
Holy shit, 12! 12! So 24.
What did you roll?
13.
27.
You go, you shoot, you pull the trigger and you shoot up and you feel this very cold liquid drop onto your face and then the body slumps next to you.
Oh my god. And I'm running.
Okay. You run. Your ears are ringing. You can't hear anything around you right now.
Yeah.
And you're just booking it.
I'm so proud you killed me! Yay!
Why does my fight keep exploding? My flight is just always a 4.
I never got to see my dead boyfriend.
Oh.
Find my body, dead boyfriend.
And you keep booking it. You are booking it. I'm gonna need another grit check from you.
Cool. We love that. Full tears, sobbing. It's already loud and I'm already running. That's a 10. That's a 3.
Okay. You're running and you feel like you're hyperventilating, your lungs are constricting, the asthma's kicking in. You're gonna have to take a quick break in order to get your inhaler and get yourself stabilized.
So, does that count as a failure?
Yes, it does.
Cool. Can I hide and use my unassuming nature?
Yeah.
So I can take a hit from my inhaler?
Yes.
And also hide, hopefully, from the incoming vampires I'm sure are coming.
Yeah, because right now all you hear is ringing. You can't hear if they're rustling or anything like that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So to take a hit from the inhaler to let the ears stop ringing as I hide as quietly as possible.
Yeah. You kind of hide. You dive into this small kind of another rock outshooting, but there's also a tree that's fallen over on top of it. And you kind of hide in between that. I need Jamie and I need Liam to please make brains checks, and I need you to. You're hiding. You're hiding. So
I'm unassuming.
Okay. You watch as you see 2 flashes zoom by you.
Cool. Great. After I take the inhaler, hand over mouth, trying to not cry.
Yeah. And eventually you're able to that ringing it's still there, but it's well enough to where you can start hearing some of the immediate sounds of nature around you.
Cool. Great. How much closer to the
at this point you're probably pretty close. Probably within a quarter of a mile there.
So, while I'm still unassuming, I'm going to turn the walkie-talkie back on and just say, Veronica's monster, she's dead. Liam and Jamie, monsters. I'm here. I'm here. And then turn it off. I'm not waiting for a response.
Okay, you hear that as you're kind of waiting in the kind of doorway of the office there.
I think we need to get them away from Heidi. Are you ready to run down in there, shoot and run? I think I might be able to get their attention enough to, I don't know, blow up our former friends.
You're muted, Ren.
God damn it.
It's okay, it happens to all of us.
Even if I'm not ready, we just gotta go for it at this point. I don't think we have any other choice.
I am going to go halfway-ish to the front door.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just gonna scream as if I'm being hurt, even though I'm not.
Okay.
Something that doesn't seem like it's meant to get their attention.
Mm-hmm. Okay, I'd like you to make a charm check, and you can do it with advantage.
While Jet's doing that, Sheila cocks her gun.
D12. Oh god, thank god there's advantage. That was a 2. Ah! It's a 2.
Okay. You scream out in hopes that the scream will draw them forth. You wait there. Once you scream, do you go back into the office area?
I think that I am just kind of staying halfway until I think I hear some type of movement, and then as soon as I hear something, my plan is to go back. But I'm not sure if they hear me, or if I'm going to have to scream multiple times, or if I'm going to have to yell something else.
Okay.
So I think I'm just kind of staying.
Okay.
Halfway.
You stay there, about 10 minutes pass, and you don't really hear anything. Do you scream again?
I'm gonna go to the front door. I'm gonna start my bike. I'm gonna like rev it.
Okay. I'd like you
And
to make
then I'm
another
gonna
charm check for me.
Whew. 4.
Okay. You rev it. And you can see on the opposite side, kind of close to where the treehouse is, you can see a figure running towards the main cabin.
I'm backing right up. I'm leaving the bike running. I'm just right back in.
Okay, you're right back in.
Something's coming.
Another moment passes, and you can hear on like the opposite side of where the windows are to this room. You can hear outside. There's like 2 more footsteps, like 2 more people.
I'm like backing all the way up to where I'm like more even with Sheila. I am ready to light dynamite that I have in my hand.
Okay.
And I'm just gonna. They're
Okay.
coming.
Ready
And
to
ready
as
to
soon
run.
as you say that, you see figure come into the front door. You can see that in
Light
your
it.
line of vision. Light it.
Instantly light it.
Okay. It looks around, and then it finds you guys both in the office. Are you guys lighting the rest of the dynamite? Are you shooting?
I'm shooting.
Okay, you shoot. You have a split second. I need you both to make flight checks for me.
It's not gonna be good. It is not gonna be good.
15.
Okay.
6.
Okay. Sheila, you go down and you dive into that basement space first. Jet, you are right behind her. You throw the dynamite back into that room, make sure everything else explodes. That you see 2 other figures walk in just as you see that land. And you were like halfway down the ladder, pulling the trapdoor as it explodes. You hear the ringing. It kind of disorientates you for a moment, but you're able to get into the basement. Liam and Jamie, who are dead as vampires now. We're no longer a thing. We'll go back to Heidi. What are you doing?
Hey! Once I give it some time for the ringing to stop so I can hear again.
Mm-hmm.
Probably permanent not brain damage, ear damage. But if I don't hear whistling, I don't hear rustling, I'm going to start heading to camp. Do I hear the explosion?
At first, you would hear that distant scream, and then about 12 minutes later, you hear the explosion, and that's when you're kind of like breaking through the forest, and you see the main cabin of the Shadowfall summer camp just explode.
Great. Oh my god, I'm gonna run. They said they had the keys to the van, right? Did they say that over the walkies?
Ooh, did we say that over the walkies?
You guys haven't picked up
We
the.
said a lot.
I mean, you guys I think you told
We did
Leslie you
pick
guys
it
were getting.
out.
You were gonna go get
Yeah,
the keys.
well, Liam dropped them for us.
Mhm.
and
But you guys
so
never
I assume I
grabbed
picked
them.
up, but we took my bike.
Yeah, you guys never went to
So-
go grab them because he was running away with Jamie at that point into the
So
forest.
I'm going to assume they are on the ground somewhere.
Yeah, they're on the ground
on the
somewhere.
ground.
So you had mentioned keys. I probably don't know if you have them or not. So I'm just gonna run for the. What was it called? Shaggin' wagon?
Yeah, getting that.
I'm gonna run for the shaggin' wagon.
Okay.
If not to drive, to at least hide in.
Hide in. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. I'd like you just to make a brains check for me as you're running across
Okay.
like this field.
Please, for once, roll well. You know that's an 18.
Okay. You're running and you see just a glint of metal in the ground as you're running. What do you do?
Is that the keys? Can I pick it up?
You go, you veer, you pick it up, and you, with the handful of dirt that comes along with it, you see a set of keys in your hands.
Fantastic. I still booking it directly to the shaggin' wagon.
Okay. You book it, and you make it to Liam's mustard yellow Volkswagen. You open it, and you get in there, and you slam the door,
Real quick, I'm gonna turn the walkie on and be like, I'm in the wagon.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna start it.
Okay, you start it. You hear that over the radio, though it's very staticky. The walkie was probably damaged as a part of that explosion. But you both are safe in the basement at the moment.
I'm gonna say back. We're in a safe room under the main cabin. I don't know if we're gonna be able to get out.
And
Exploded it.
Yeah, and you're looking, Heidi, at it, and it's just flames at the moment.
Flat.
Do I go?
There's another panic room out here. We'll try and be safe. Help. I am going to be like, let's grab these boxes to try and get that other room with the skeleton. And as soon as we go in there, I'm literally just gonna, with the bug spray and the lighter, just make sure the skeleton is extra crispy.
Yeah.
I don't trust anything. Everything is a monster. Ain't no skeleton's gonna eat me. Hell no. And just try and, in that extra room, put whatever is in this room that's not a skeleton just against this wall, extra crates, whatever.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to bunker down.
Didn't you say one of the crates had a bunch of water?
Yeah, it had water canteens in it.
Let's keep that near us just in case the fire spreads.
Yeah. And this other door is metal, right? The door that was behind the...
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So that's good, too.
Yeah. So you guys barricade yourself in this kind of secondary panic room here, and you were told to go get help. Heidi, what are you doing?
I think Heidi's too scared to double check, to be like, are you sure? Heidi's slamming on the gas and leaving.
Okay, you put it in reverse, you slam, you're gonna have to ram through this gate.
Absolutely.
Okay, you
There's
ram
no
through
other
the
choice.
gate. You ram
Not her
through
car.
No, you ram through the gate, the windshield breaks on it, glass shattering. You feel a few specks, but you are too amped with all of this adrenaline in your body, and you're driving. You are pedal to the metal is what you are doing right now. You drive, and you feel like you're driving for a while, and then you see up above, looks like on the side of the road here, there looks to be a car, and there is flames from it.
Is that the Spencer's car?
Yes. As you're driving by.
I keep going. I do not stop.
Okay, you
Not
drive.
$200.
For
You
all I know,
drive.
there's a vampire right behind this car. I do not stop.
Heidi, you drive until the sun begins to rise in the morning. Until you're able to get to the next town to call for help. You have survived the night. With the help of the townspeople here in the next town over, you call for ambulances, fire trucks, and you all get to the Shadowfall summer camp to save Jet and Sheila from the now burnt embers of the main cabin here. 3 out of 8 of the counselors survive. But this massacre here, the Shadowfall summer camp, goes down in Vermont history as a bloody and mysterious crime. That's where we're going to end our one-shot tonight.
Does that mean camp is canceled?
Yes, camp is canceled. The owners are gone.
Oh my
The counselors have already arrived. The campers have already arrived, like coming in the next morning. Guys,
Why is there so much blood?
there's a dead lady in this cave.
I have been carrying around a Southern California Gems jersey that was supposed to be a gift for Leslie this entire time. So I think, like, at some point before I leave, I, like, go back to caverns and fold it up and just like by the waterfall and just leave it there. And I just never come back to camp.
Okay. But as we're going to end tonight's episode, and may the dice guide you to beautiful friendships.
Final girl energy. Yeah. We all went up to, I don't know, just this little place by the falls that we normally hang out at. And then we heard a scream. It was a lot and confusing, and I might have been drinking just a little. Something was out there, and we knew somebody had to go for help. So we decided to go to the main cabin and try and call someone on the phone, anyone for help. Somebody was upstairs, and then the phone was dead, so we tried to make our way out of there, and that's when something grabbed me, lifted me straight up by my neck and tried to tear out my throat. Could feel it suck my blood. It was like it was attached to my neck. Jamie and Sheila started trying to throw stuff at it. It dropped me and they got me out. We saw this blood. It was on the sides of the cabins, and there was like a trail, and Liam was there, but he was acting so weird. He was just almost angry and insistent that we not follow him, even though he had just been missing. So we asked him to get his keys and meet us by the parking lot, and we were going to go to the activities cabin so that we could try and patch up my neck. Liam came back. Something was so wrong, and he grabbed Jamie, and it was just me and Sheila from then on. Me and Leslie have these walkie-talkies, and so I kept checking in with her to make sure that they were okay. And she answered for a while, until she didn't anymore. And Heidi picked up and said Leslie died.
The jet in the neck. We barely got her out. But then while we were going out, that's when Jamie got attacked. And Jamie, we couldn't save Jamie. My cousin, she died.
Then Liam and Jamie ran back into the woods. I tried to follow, but Veronica grabbed me. She probably saved my life right then. So we tried to follow Liam and Jamie. When we got to Jamie, Liam was gone, and Jamie was freaking out and saying something took him. We should have gone back to camp. We were in the woods, and there was the rustling again, and there was something in the trees, and we ran because it was right behind us, and we got to a cliff. We just had to jump down, and the thing in the trees scratched Veronica, so her back was fucked up. She's probably still wearing my sweater vest. But we kept running, and we found this little like hidey hole made of logs. I hid in the logs, and I stayed in the logs, and they tried to get out. And as soon as they did, Ronnie was gone. It got her. Leslie left the logs. Stupid. And it got her, but it didn't take her. It just ripped out her throat. Right there. And I just hid and watched her sucked dry. I stayed right where I was. I hid. I sat there for so long. I don't know how long. I checked Leslie, and I got the walkie-talkie. I knew I needed to get back to camp, and we were so far from camp we'd ran almost all the way to the lake. I tried to be quiet. I could hear things behind me, 3 behind me, and I had to dive into a cave, and 2 of them ran off, but Veronica didn't. She was still in my sweater vest. She apologized for not believing me about monsters. because she was one now. And there was a box in the cave, and it had a gun. And I had grabbed it, and when I turned around, Veronica was in the cave. And she lunged at me, and she grabbed me. And she was so much stronger than me. I shot her,